All right. Okay. Hello, YouTube. Good afternoon, folks. Welcome to Smudcast number 207. This is part 3 of Maggie Mae Fish Day, or Maggie Mae Fish part of the month. This is the longest one we've done so far because her videos are so long. And this is Fight Club, in case you guys aren't aware. She does tend to ramble. So she jumped from topics to topic. But Fincher was a topic of video production and fetishization of video production and fetishization of
ethical implications of camera work.
Oh my goodness. I don't know where that came from. We were just lost for a good part.
I've kept that one. I'm going to use that in the future.
Deliberate conjunction of like Fight Club with fascism, even though they have very little to do with each other.
Probably, yeah. It's all insane. This video. Is this her longest video? By the way,
I don't think
wasn't
so.
like the Mary Sue video from the Goldman longer.
No, but is it like similar length to her Cats video, or is it longer than her Cats?
Oh, it's longer than Cats.
Yeah.
Cats one wasn't that long.
Video.
It might be why we've been taking this
The Cats
three
one
parts.
was 48 minutes. The
Yeah.
Cats one was 48 minutes. I think it took us shorter to get through the Cats video because it was just you and me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she had a lot of weird skits and dances and other shit. And you sat there
you
going...
could easily just skip past those.
Her in a furry costume getting tickled was one of them, as I recall.
Oh, poetry, just all kinds of weird stuff. You're just like, all right, that's fine, but
Fast forward.
yeah, we can skip that with complete confidence. We're not going to learn anything worthwhile.
Oh,
It's like on Spaceballs. Fast forward this part. In fact, never play this part ever again.
When does this happen in the movie? Whatever's happening now is now, sir. Now.
No, that's now. That was then. When? There. Who? Oh, watch Spaceballs. That's my only.
Yeah, no, it's a great Canadian take off American capitalism and a bunch of other things I don't know.
Capitalism and anti cleaning because
also
there's a massive vacuum cleaner at the end, so it's anti-cleaning rhetoric.
Something like, I don't know. Yeah, I can't remember that. How do you sound like a moron trying to explain the cultural impact of Spaceballs? I don't know. I don't care. All right. So we are starting
TLJ.
at 40 minutes. This is going to be our shortest part. Or out of 39 minutes. This is going to be our shortest part because the video is over and, only a few parts.
I do like the fact that we said I did like the fact that we said, oh, we'll end at 40 minutes in the last stream. And then she literally went, Tyler Durden's repressed sexuality. We all went, yep, we're done. Okay, fine. We'll just...
Yeah. All right, wait, let's get going. May as well.
Yeah, let's get going.
Mm-hmm. Tyler tells us he had it all.
I had it all.
However, Tyler is aware he's missing something.
Okay, that's not Tyler.
That's not Tyler. Okay, this is something we have to think. Who is who in this movie in Maggie Mae Fish's eyes? Because she keeps going backwards and forwards.
Who knows?
Because that's supposedly Jack and then it's Tyler, but then
Okay.
Jack doesn't exist and Tyler does exist.
So
it's
first-
Brad Pitt, but it's not Brad Pitt.
Yeah, first she said the Brad Pitt Tyler is real. Then she said Jack is real. And now she's saying Jack is Tyler as Jack.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
You mean the narrator?
The narrator is is
okay,
Jack,
Yeah.
and she's calling him Tyler.
Because I actually checked IMDb and Edward Norton is listed as the narrator. So
Yes.
because I had to think did they call him Jack in the movie?
No.
What? No.
In the book, it was Joe, I thought, but okay. Anyway, it's not really
Jojo.
Thing
JoJo's
that
Bizarre
society
Adventure.
expects an adult
Yes.
male to have. A wife. His father even suggests this as a next step.
Dad, now what? He says, I don't know. You get married.
But he refuses for abstract reasons.
You can't get married. I'm a 30-year-old boy.
I know I'm 30 years old and it's like time to get married, but I'm only 30 years old. I can't get married. Tyler holds this.
Okay, I mean, there's lots of
No,
reasons.
that's not what he actually means by that. He means he's a 30-year-old boy. There wouldn't be a woman around to marry him. Who'd want to marry him?
It wouldn't be
It's
mature enough to
self-deprecation.
marry a
Yeah.
Laura.
Yes.
It's self-deprecation.
There's lots of reasons why males and females or people at any age do and do not want to get married. And to think of yourself as a boy I think is pretty rational. There's lots of women who don't want to get married yet because they're too frumpy, they're not ready, they don't have their job nailed down. There's all kinds of reasons. So
Yeah.
not a big deal.
I've almost been married twice, so dodge those bullets.
Anti-Rome and anti-sex attitude, despite the
Anti-what? Rome?
Sex? I don't get married is anti-sex.
Did you
What?
say anti-Rome?
Yeah, anti-romance and anti-sex.
Oh, romance.
Because he goes, yeah, because I'm a 30-year-old boy, I can't get married, which is obviously, from what I see, it's self-deprecating.
I did not hear romance at all. I heard Rome, and I was like, what?
old.
Oh, yeah, you know Rome.
Time to get married, but I'm only 30 years old. I can't get married. Tyler holds this anti-romance and anti-sex attitude, despite the constant sexual dialogue and imagery, especially homoerotic,
anti-sex?
phallic, and anal.
No!
Whoa!
No!
Homoerotic and anal.
Hey, that was taking
Also-
the scene out of context way too
Also,
long.
can I just say something? She mentioned a gun and phallic, so she's back on track.
Sex.
This is the Maggie that I used to know.
Yeah, it's Maggie. Yeah. Okay, so what would this be? Where's the sexual? I don't have a sex part of my bingo card.
He beats he beats himself up in that scene. Surprisingly,
Yes.
because we've been covering this movie, my YouTube recommendation is just full of Fight Club. So I watched the movie. I watched the movie again today because it's on YouTube for free. So
Yeah.
just watched it, and I'm like,
Fight Club's on YouTube for free? What?
yeah. It's not a great copy of it.
No,
it's
no.
not like a really good copy. It's like someone's uploaded it. But yeah, I
It's
just watched it.
It's like high pitched or something and slightly sped up.
No, it's not even that. It just looks. I think it's from like 10, 11 years ago.
Right,
So
but it's
like,
there are some scenes I just found out they have a frame or two of Tyler when the narrator's looking at like the office and he's looking at other people doing the photocopies. Everything's a copy of a copy. And there's like a little frame of Tyler just jumping. And there's actually a YouTube video that has all the frames of Tyler just flashing on the screen, which is, I don't know why that's a thing, but it's cool. Like these
thing.
little, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that was awesome.
To go over, so a gun being phallic, no, it's silly, Maggie. We've explained this to you a million times. A gun is not a phallic object.
There's also kind of sometimes people argue that a sword is a phallic object.
Really?
A sword is a sword-like weapon, so. That's, no, but yeah, so phallic object. She's got a thing with penises, probably because she just cannot get a hold of one herself. Homosexuality. The guy beat himself up. So unless you're saying gay people beat up their partners, I don't see how homosexuality comes into it.
That's what she suggests.
But
well,
anal?
if you say that scene is literally Edward Norton beating himself up
But how
in front of his
anal threw me for a loop. I was like, okay, when you're talking about Freud, there's oral, anal, and Oedipal complexes, but we threw that crap away 100 years ago. It's stupid. It's just a dumb talk about what he's rambling on about. So where is she getting, like, what does she mean by the term anal? Anal retentive? Is it homosexual, but she already said homosexual?
Well, it showed two shirtless men, so I think she's going down the homosexual route.
But she already said homosexual, right? So it doesn't make sense. Why would you say it twice? I don't know.
Whoa, hold on. Smud. It doesn't make sense. Why would Maggie say that? I mean, you've got your answer at the end of that question, pretty much.
Is she being redundant or just crazy as always? Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
All right.
Maggie being crazy? Gosh, say it ain't so.
Dad, now what? He says, I don't know. Get married.
But he refuses for abstract reasons.
You can't get married. I'm a 30-year-old boy.
I know I'm 30 years old, and it's like time to get married.
I'm pretty sure he says something else after that as well. She cuts off, I think, another sentence he says.
It's a whole scene, yeah.
Yeah.
I can't get married. Tyler holds this anti-romance and anti-sex attitude.
Okay, Tyler, he's trying to be nice to Marla. They're trying to have a relationship. That's the story of Michael. That's part of the story, but it's in every other scene. Marla pops in, stuff happens, Marla pops in, yada yada. So he's obviously attracted to Marla. He's not attracted to her because she's nice to look at or talk to. In fact, they argue quite a lot. There's something more to it. There might be some actual physical attraction as well. So
also, when you first meet someone, you don't automatically go, "I'm going to marry this person."
Yeah, you also don't go, "I want to bang the shit out of her, and then I'm going to do it again." You don't have the same motive every day. So it's like, okay, I'm now sexually attracted. Then I did the deed. Now I'm going to get to know her. Now I'm going to argue. Now I'm going to see how she ticks. I'm going to see how she deals with conflict or whatever. It's like, yeah, great, okay. This one scene does not make him anti-sex. That's stupid. It's a guy. You're talking about a male.
Two blokes talking to each other.
Males pretty hardcore want to laid. Like, that's been my impression.
Yeah, give the guy 20 minutes. He'll be back and ready to do it again. Like, what's the problem here, Maggie?
Okay, just because someone's not going sex all the time doesn't mean they're anti-sex.
Not to mention this.
Yeah, because we have other things that we do with our time. Just because
no matter how
doesn't mean that we
sex
are.
magic. Listen, us guys, we need a break. We get stitched. Just have a glass of water. Just need 10-15 minutes. Just time out.
And in this case, Brad Pitt Tyler is the sex guy, and narrator Jack is trying to be like the rational, nice guy, trying to figure out Marla and talk to her and whatever. So it's like, what do you want him to do?
Is Maggie Mae Fish thinking that all men are like that Futurama episode with Snoo, the Amazonian warriors? Death by Snoo, and it's that's all what men want.
Looks like that.
Come on, just 5 minutes.
Yeah. Okay.
The mind is willing, but the body is weak.
Despite the constant sexual dialogue and imagery, especially homoerotic, phallic, and anal, splattered all over the film. But none of these
okay, that was too fast for us to grasp, but let's just keep going.
Okay, so homoerotic is supposed to be because he was kneeling in front of that guy. That's homoerotic, even though that's just him kneeling. Oral is just because the gun's in his mouth. Because mouth means oral as well, I assume. And the anal thing is because it looks like with that fight, the two sweaty, half-naked men rubbing up against each other. So obviously that must mean anal. So there you go. That's what I think.
Has she ever seen a boxing match? Like, has she ever seen a bunch of guys grapple when they're tired and just sort of hanging on each other's shoulders?
MMA?
Any fight. Real boxing? Like, they get tired. They're like, oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Imagine she has. She likes the fact that they're all glazed in man sweat.
Oof. It's getting hot in here. We're just...
So the narrator is trying to be the nice romantic guy, but Tyler is the sex crazed fighting masculine dude. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
Sexual innuendo in the dialogue or imagery is ever titillating. It's almost always played either flatly or ironically.
Check your prostate. I think I'm okay.
Powerful sexual dialogue is usually heard over scenes of violence.
Sometimes all you can hear are the flat, hard packing sounds over the yelling.
What? Yeah,
It's called a punch.
Maggie. I think we have to have a sit down and talk.
The real intention of Project Mayhem was to spread HIV.
to get men to love each other physically.
Maggie. Just because you're masturbating possibly 24/7 doesn't mean that other people are doing that.
Also, when you hit somebody, it doesn't sound like the old westerns with that, posh and all that. It sounds completely different when you punch somebody.
You just have to read Chuck.
It
just
does
read
sound
his
like
stuff.
what he says.
Read his books, or any book, really. Just read Fight Club, actually. He goes into lots of detail of textures and sounds. Like, it's very visceral. He wants to get this feeling of what it's like to be hit and to feel things and to wake up. It's very, very, descriptive. So I don't know why she's reading so much into it and why it's sexual. This is a bunch of guys beating the shit out of each other on principle.
Yeah.
This is very strange interpretation.
I'm just looking at the fact that it just says wet choke on my screen right now, and I'm just that's not two words that
I don't even know what that means.
A wet choke.
So I imagine it's likely around the notion of choking around something wet.
Would be extremely painful.
and
Taking a shower?
shaped.
Yeah.
Chicken on a shower head?
Let's just go with that and say that hey, that's all it is.
Must be a thing in LA.
Yeah.
They hang themselves by their shower heads. I don't know.
Yeah, it must be an American thing. I just
Oh God.
leave them to it.
No, I think it's. I think that.
Yeah,
Yes.
well, I agree as well, Dunn.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, very much so.
You cut out Dunn, by the way.
The job that involves blowing is pretty universal across the world.
Oh.
I don't know.
Oh,
no,
come on.
I was about to say I'm a Catholic, but no, we do a lot.
That was a low blow.
Well, we can
Oh, the
continue.
Catholic priests love getting blowjobs.
Oh. Well then. Thank you. Let's keep going on then. We need more sexual imagery. Thanks, Dad. That's great. Wet choke wasn't enough for me. I'm glad we need some religious symbolism to go with that sexuality. That's fantastic. Okay.
What I always laugh about is Dunn will say effing instead of fucking, but he'll go, yeah, well, priests and blowing kids and stuff. It's like, what? you won't say fuck, but you'll go the other way. Write this down.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Oh, good story. Okay.
Their breath.
But any kind of emotional or vulnerable sexual dialogue is usually associated with impotence and disgust.
You cry now.
Okay, wait, this is the part of the movie where he's going to those crazy meetings and he thinks it's a bunch of crap. This is why he's disgusted. He thinks it's stupid.
Yeah.
And then he makes his own club.
He still finds himself being. He still finds himself being reborn by a release of tension.
Mm-hmm.
So she's going to come out with some weird interpretation of that.
Well, I'm sure she will. But yeah, it's just you cried out. It's like, no, I'm all right, thanks.
Strangers with this kind of honesty make me go a big rubbery one.
And in the void left
Make me
behind
go
in
big
his mind
rubbery
where
one.
sex would exist,
What?
Tyler finds human suffering.
Yeah, he's kind of making a joke there. He's kind of.
Yeah, I know that. I'm just trying to figure out is it because rubber in America means condom? Is that
Right.
what you're doing? Because that word means different
it's
things in
go
different.
flaccid.
I don't know. I'm trying to get in the mind of a mad woman. I'm just trying to slowly dig my way in.
Is my grammar off? I'm not British, or sorry, I'm not English enough to understand American slang. Okay, I don't know.
Yeah, well, American slang is completely different to British slang, especially slang in my hometown. It's completely different. So they'll say something and they'll be like, "Did you get it?" I'm like, "No. What are you on about? A rubber over here is an eraser. What you rub out your pencil marks with."
You could use. I guess it wouldn't. Have enough friction to burn away lead, but I don't know if that's or graphite rather.
Yeah, because the graphite. Yeah, so you just rub your eraser, and we call it a rubber because you're rubbing it.
Yeah. This is English,
right?
On
Yeah, English is wonderful.
Yeah, great.
And then you Yanks, you say it's just something you put your cock in. Again, sexualizing everything.
Yeah.
What's wrong with America? All this sex.
Gotta beat that. Being
Britain's
sausage,
all nice.
that's all
Britain's
we
nice
think
and
about.
wholesome.
Yeah,
Britain's
right.
nice and wholesome. Never done anything wrong. We're the good boys of the world.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I'm so close to the end, and all I want is to get laid for the last time.
It's ironic that Chloe is talking about sex, because sex is not what arouses Jack here. He's getting off on her suffering. Immediately after that, while talking about
Okay. So he's a sadist?
I don't think so.
I don't.
So I don't think he's getting off on her suffering either.
I think
No.
when he invents the Fight Club, he takes a lot of beatings himself. So
Yeah.
unless he's into that, like he's into both, but that's not explained. So I don't think that's the point. Like he's not
Also,
making Fight Club for sexual gratification.
Also, can I just say something? Why is it okay for a woman to mention "I'm just so desperate to get laid again"? That's not, anything sexual and all that. We go straight onto what's wrong with the narrator. It's almost like, whatever.
It's
I know
strange.
why, but
It is strange for her to jump into. Oh, the narrator's obviously not getting aroused by this woman in therapy.
he's not getting aroused by a woman who's going through chemotherapy that's failing and is dying, saying, "I want to get laid one more time." Yeah, not many people would get aroused. No offense.
It's like, thanks, Maggie.
I don't go down. You don't see people around like. I wouldn't say morgues because people do get off that. But going around the cancer wards, going, "Oh, this is. Oof.
Yeah,
Look at the way. Look at the way."
When you're in group therapy, the focus is not sexual arousal. Okay, the focus is to feel empathic to other people's suffering, and to get to know them and to help them.
If you're going to a therapy group, going, "God, I hope I get laid today," it's like, I beg your pardon.
Now, interestingly
You
enough,
okay?
he does meet Marla at the therapy sessions, so that's just happens to meet someone interesting to him.
What a coincidence! Yeah, you
Yeah.
meet someone interesting. Yeah,
And Marla's not, the rosiest rose in all the bouquet, so she's got her own problems for sure. So it's
she's not even in the bouquet. To be honest with you. She's still on the flippin' bush.
yeah. So the fact that even is a thing is to show you just where this guy is in his life, that he's choosing this lady that he found something unique with or special, or it's just the Tyler side of him taking over and just doing whatever the hell he wants.
Yeah.
the meetings talks in a sing-song voice about how it makes him feel.
Every evening I died, and every evening I was born again.
Tyler's
That's a sing-songy voice?
Yes, because most singers sing like this.
With a monotone?
Yeah.
Maggie!
This is like the most monotone voice ever. Like
He's like depressed. He's a sing-songy voice. It's like, Maggie, stop. You're a singer. You know music. What are you doing?
Sunshine, my lovely sunshine, you make me happy.
When
Those guys are grey. See? Incredibly happy sing-songy.
Didn't we just watch a entire video about the gayness of cartoons? Like, that was a sing-songy voice because she was jumping octaves.
Oh, yeah, that... Draw Pinion's voice is incredibly sing-songy.
Oh, like
I'm going to talk about representation. And in doing so, my talk will involve representation. It is going to involve 3 cartoons that have representation. Yeah, sing-songy. Boy, Celine Dion's got nothing on you.
I am become that.
Just wait, we haven't gotten to the best part yet.
Oh boy, I can't wait.
Every sentence is amazing.
boy.
Like, every time she opens her mouth,
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
Yeah, she's pretty much the source of infinite content. Like, we've gotten 9 hours of content on this one. We're going to get like 8 hours of content on this one video alone.
Oh god, yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, it's wonderful. She just keeps surprising me. Each time I see her, she just does something completely that just blows my mind.
Referring to orgasm, the pain he
Oh,
witnessed.
I gotta go back.
Okay, go back. Yes.
What?
Every evening I died, and every evening I was born again.
Tyler was referring to his orgasm, the pain he witnessed.
No, he's not.
I died, and then was born again. Was an orgasm?
Apparently so.
Wow.
Press X it out, chat.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's lots of euphemisms for orgasm, and one of them is the little death. But those are the French. The French are crazy.
Yeah, but yeah. No offense, Siler. That sentence there wasn't about being reborn. It wasn't anything to do with sexuality or orgasm. Unless she's saying that her orgasms are like her dying and then getting reborn. But press X to doubt.
Oh god.
Well, we do know that she's probably masturbating 24/7 to find some kind of meaning in her life.
What was it? Monofilm or whatever that guy was talking about.
Oh god, no! Don't bring that up. Please stop. No.
The end of the movie.
I couldn't believe we stopped at that point.
Designed at the start.
What is this? Why is this?
What is this? Why is this?
It's always sex with Maggie. It's deep
I
down.
know.
It's just every video she does is an excuse for fetish, sex, and Nazis.
And Nazi, yeah, it's always this weird. She has to turn something into sex. It's this creepy vibe of, and here's this man, and he's going to rape a woman, and that woman isn't a fascist because what? It's like what? Like where are you going? How did this train of thought go? It's so hard to follow.
See, in this scene, it is obviously showing the definition of rape. You like Maggie? It's flipping the Polar Express. What the hell are you on about? This has got nothing to do with anything at all.
Polar Express.
I couldn't think of any child-friendly films quick enough. That literally was the only one that came to my head.
No, she would start rambling on about Tom Hanks's depiction in Polar Express as some sort of generational repressed sexual desire to be fascist or
sexual
something.
Deviancy.
I am the captain now.
Yeah. Captain Phillips is the sexual repression of I don't know.
Enacting his patriarchy on a linear phallic series of objects going through the tunnels of a frozen wasteland. I was like, thank you, Maggie. That's nice.
How would she?
There's just us four in a row of seats, just slowly nodding our heads, going, yeah, okay.
I swear I could make up my own script for Maggie Mae Fish, put it into an AI, and just have it pump out some crazy story about Nazis and like women. I don't know.
At this point, you could make like an AI that would have the voice because there's so much nonsense. You would have enough material for that.
Yeah, I know.
But the best thing about it as well is you'd put it in, read it, and you'd be like, "My God, this sounds exactly like the Fight Club video."
Okay.
In these groups, the pornography he needs to reach climax. When he dies.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
The pornography he needs to reach climax.
He just paused on one sentence. How is a help a meeting with help pornography?
Pornography.
It's a help group.
Maggie, seriously, is this like a cry for help? I'm just.
Really, it is. I didn't realize that. And yeah.
God, my therapy groups haven't got enough pornography for me to get off. I'm sorry, Maggie. What was that? I was not paying attention because I was trying to help.
Yeah, this is wow.
I don't even
know what land we're into at this moment in time.
We may as well be in Alice in Wonderland, but for like perverts or something. I don't know.
Might as well be just being like Amsterdam then.
every scene is just like, what? No, that didn't happen. Now, I will say Chuck is very visceral, so he will jump topics like that sometimes, and he'll say stuff about sex, and then he'll talk about flowers. Like he's really poetic.
But I don't think the therapy groups were meant to be a pornography for the narrator to get off on.
Yeah, well, I can't. I don't know.
He's experiencing La Petite Mort, the little death.
Oh, jeez, did I?
No.
Did I? Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to.
Wow, thanks for giving her an idea.
Does she just
I
learn?
didn't know that she can't just edit the video on the go.
Does she just learn words and just throw them into a video and just because it's sexually related?
We mature.
Oui. Mon petit chauffeur.
Je m'appelle lunatique.
All right, let's just forget it. Let's go.
A fancy term that means the sensation of orgasm as likened to death. When he's resurrected or rises again, he's talking about his dick. In framing the story...
No! Maggie! Holy Jesus!
Maggie Mae Fish videos, I could say, are likened to death.
This is what happens when you don't have proper teaching for like girls in high school. They have to be thrown. They have to be thrown into the wild for a week or two, so they can survive on their own and get the shit knocked into them, so they know what the hell's wrong.
Ugh. Men always talk about their dicks. No, we don't.
No,
we do. It's all the time. It's like no. Surprisingly, we talk very little about our dicks. You lot seem to be interested in our dicks a lot more.
Yeah.
So.
It's probably because they aren't getting laid at all, so they have to fantasize about it.
Gee, I wonder why that is.
It's like to men with dicks. Yeah, it's just the thing that's between our legs that hurts when it gets kicked. So that's about it. That's as far as it goes. With Maggie, yeah, everything's about when he rises in the morning. Every time a man says rise, it means his dick. No.
Maybe she like hangs around perverts.
No, rise is just a word for up.
Maybe she hangs around.
I know up doesn't exist in Star Wars universe, but you know.
And apparently gestation period for Nabooans is about 3 months or something.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, you know, I don't know.
I suddenly need.
It's been 30 minutes and my brain's already melted. This is really quick, but brain melt.
All right,
this part of the video.
Okay, let's just go. Let's just go.
Story Fincher really links sexual desire with physical illness. It's very telling that Chloe and Bob are both the most emotionally honest and open characters in the entire movie, and the only characters who die in Tyler's telling of it. Not to mention, they are the characters most guilty of transgressing the gender binary.
She's got cancer.
Wait a second. Is Chloe trying to be a guy? Like, what is she talking about?
Chloe dies. Yeah, she has cancer. I don't know about everyone here, but cancer's not a very easy thing to overcome.
Is she saying Chloe's trying to be a guy?
No, she's just trying to say that everyone who shows emotion dies, and it's like, well, yes, that is
so
true.
What?
If you show emotion, you are going to die.
That's fine. I don't care. Whatever Chuck wants to do with this story, I don't care. But like, what's the point? Like, emotion equals death?
Yes.
Yeah, emotion equals death.
Okay, good.
With Chloe, it's more cancer equals death, since she's got cancer.
Yeah, I know, but she's not non-binary. And
it's going to get worse.
And what's his face just had drugs or whatever to cause his body to freak out like that. So it's like, Maggie, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
He doesn't identify as a girl.
But he was still part of Project Mayhem because you can join whatever you look like, and he only dies because he can't get away from the police because he's fat.
Yeah.
Which is true. That's it's just,
so the movie is body shaming. That's what you're saying.
It should do, but no. But you can't say, "Oh, look, Chloe showed emotion, she dies." It's like, well, no, she had cancer first, so she's going to die of that. Even if she was stoic and didn't show any emotion, she was still going to be dead. Hence why she stopped talking about going, "I really want to get laid one time before I die." She knows she's going to die soon. I can't believe I'm trying to defend cancer here. Saying, listen, guys, cancer's the main reason. Let's not miss them out.
I'm just pissed off that she thinks these two people are non-binary.
I didn't even know she mentioned did she mention they're non-binary? I didn't hear that part.
We can rewind.
All I know is
it was about the gender binary.
Really?
Yes, we can go back 10 seconds.
Yeah, just go back, because all I heard was saying like,
are both the most emotionally honest and open characters in the entire movie, and the only characters who die in Tyler's telling of it. Not to mention, they are the characters most guilty of transgressing the gender binary.
Transgressing?
What does that mean?
One guy takes drugs and he develops breasts. The other person is a cancer patient going through chemo.
Which isn't working.
What is she talking about?
Even weirder.
Wait, how can you make this even weird? How is a cancer patient going through chemo transgressing gender? How?
I have like very big doubts that chemo includes like steroids or like any of those things.
You know, it doesn't. It turns you so weak.
Yes, it poisons you literally.
You're literally poisoning the cancer out of you. I know my mum's partner had chemo and did nothing. And he died, and he literally turned to just a sack of skin and bone.
I imagine it's because she's bald.
Oh, I swear to fucking God, if that's the only reason. So what about all the blokes with hair on their heads?
That means that you don't have cancer.
Because a girl...
Well, yeah, that's true.
Okay, so the idea is girls' fashion involves hair or long hair or whatever, and because a lady loses her hair going through chemo, she's transgressing the gender binary. Is that a fashion argument?
No.
What?
I don't know.
So fashion determines your gender. Is that what Maggie's saying?
I don't know. Anyway, this is so dumb. We can't.
This is stupid.
This is such a.
I've never done anything so stupid in my life, honestly.
Bob with massive breasts and missing testicles, and Chloe, whose femininity has been ravaged by her illness, assuming she presented as feminine in the first place.
She
probably did. We don't know. She's just telling. Fuck off, Maggie. Fuck off.
You do realize that chemotherapy is one of the worst experiences you can live through because
yes, it is. It is a horror. Yeah. As we said, you are poisoning yourself to get rid of the cancer that's in your body, and it's not 100%. You know, it's not 100% going to work. You're going through hell on a small chance of beating the cancer. It's utter pain. Fuck it! Wow.
But we don't know her gender because
I've seen family members go through chemotherapy. It's not. They don't give a shit about their gender. To be brutally honest with you.
But because she never mentioned it, we can't assume her gender. It's like what?
But
she crossed the line. Like this is just like. I don't care if this is like a fucking fan fiction. Like this is not the type of thing people should joke about.
Insane.
Even like this thing.
Insane.
Guy, like so many family members go through this. Like Jesus Christ.
God Tyler acknowledges any kind of sexual curiosity outside the heteronormative binary. Tyler's
what?
What?
Are you trying to say that he's wrong because he doesn't bang a cancer-ridden chick?
What is he?
Apparently.
What?
Every time he opens his mouth, I'm like, what the?
Yeah, no, seriously, what the fuck is going through Maggie's head? He doesn't want to sleep with a woman who.
I don't know. That is just getting creepy weird. Like sick creepy weird almost.
Oh, he's looking to have sex with a fat guy who's got tits and no balls. Yeah, okay. God, what a cunt he is. No. You'll find that most guys won't.
Yeah. They're mostly fine how they are.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Okay, let's get back on track.
Is she trying to say that people should be wandering cancer wards?
I don't.
Chicks or something, because that's fucking weird and kind of disturbing.
Yeah.
Ultimate Fatty, thank you for the 5. My mom went through chemo for 14 years. By the end, most of her major organs were functioning under 70%. Holy Jesus. That's amazing.
Yeah, it's not.
Ouch.
Yeah, it's.
I'm sorry.
Chemo is not a rosy thing that makes you just better. It fucking.
Yeah, it's really sad when you see kids go through it.
life.
It's just really debilitating and difficult to go through for anyone. And I've lost friends that way. It's not something to suddenly start interpreting to mean something else. It's like someone's being crucified. Hey, do you know what gender that person is?
Yeah. Also, people don't have chemotherapy, so they can pretend to be another gender.
They have chemotherapy because they're scared they'll die.
Yeah.
Like this is just so fucking disgusting.
It's getting a little too much even for me. But you know what? If she's just taking this at face value, I could say, okay, sure, she's just saying what she believes, and that's fine. We don't have to think too hard about it.
Yeah, I hope she's taking.
I really hope that she never has to experience any of those things.
I actually wish she will experience some kind of discomfort because I think her life has been roses. And
yes, that's my idea as well. Like that's the image.
You cannot come to these conclusions in your hyper left-leaning worldview without going, hey,
you
what's pain?
You cannot come to me. You can't come to me and say this woman is portraying herself as a man because she's going through chemotherapy. What? It's like, what? No, she's just going through chemotherapy.
Like, I could make an entire video series just on this video, taking apart everything she says as a form of either a narcissistic disorder, a compulsory liar's problem. Like, there's all sorts of weird conditions I could wrap her around just on how she interprets a scene.
Yeah.
I would concur with this.
Like, we can say she's crazy, but it's like, how
clearly
crazy?
insane.
It's really hard to wrap like a definition around Maggie Mae.
Yeah.
Like sex obsessed, fascist obsessed. I just.
Yeah, there's just so many. There's just so political ideologue. Yeah, a sex obsessed, fascist obsessed. Yeah, political ideologue. That's what she is.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway,
An electric.
Let's keep going.
Yeah.
Strives to make sex undesirable, to make sexual pleasure feel unattractive and pathetic. It's possible to read Fight Club as homoerotic. However, there's no actual love or attraction between men.
What? It's a brotherhood.
Yes. Yeah.
They respect each other. They beat the shit out of each other. Why is it whenever two guys go, are really friendly with each other, they must be gay? No, that's not how this works. They're working together for a cause. They're all in this on principle. They're not getting money. They're not doing anything for gain.
Yeah. They're doing it to be men, to feel like men.
Maybe her concept of sisterhood or friendship is out the door, but if you can't see this, a bunch of guys together beating the piss out of each other on a belief that they're doing something good for themselves because their lives are so empty or whatever the reasoning why they came. If you can't see that in the film, what the hell? Like, every punch is what, an orgasm? They're cathartically expressing themselves through fists. Like, what are you talking about?
Oh, she's not going to say like, well, look at it, they're fisting each other.
Oh boy.
So.
Despite the homoerotic imagery, he seems completely uninterested in any kind of sex. The most
homoerotic imagery.
He is pursuing Marla. Marla is attracted to him. The idea is that we learn later is that Tyler's the one who's doing all the sexual, aggressive, masculine stuff to Marla. Marla loves it. Yeah. And then she's even complaining, like, well, you're really amazing last night. Now you're like this wuss. Like, what happened?
Yeah.
And he's just trying to be a nice guy. Which is ironic, as I was talking about with the Glib before. We said, well, this is kind of like when you meet a girl for the first time, you're all like, sexual and aggressive. Not too aggressive, but you're very, what's the term? Sure of yourself. You're flirting. You're
assured.
Yeah, you're cocky.
I'm trying to think of the word, but
you're trying to. You're flirting, essentially.
You're strutting your stuff.
Strutting, exactly. After the fact, you're like, okay, we did the deed. We're cool. We're chilled out. What do you want for breakfast? What's your day like? You get to know the person. This is the wonderful analogy I saw, at least from the film, because the film is actually a romance. But there's all this crazy other stuff happening, and it's the story of a man trying to befriend a woman, and what's the process like. You can interpret it that way. There's reasons to do so. I wouldn't go that far, though, but I'm just saying it is a romance, but there's other stuff there. She's seeing this as, oh, no, he doesn't like sex at all. When we know Tyler is the same guy. Yeah. So if Tyler's the same guy and she admits that, how is it possible he had sex? You don't just get aroused because you dislike sex. That's the opposite. The only way you're going to get aroused is if you want sex. You don't just randomly get a boner and go, oh, what's this? How did this happen? What?
Well, outside of teenage years, you don't, you learn to control everything. But even when you're a teenager, something like sets it off. It's not just a random.
You could make the argument for a teenager not having control, but he's in his 30s. He knows what's going on with his body. I think he's well past the curve of figuring himself out.
Yeah.
The problem is not sex; it's his brain.
30, you can't say, "Whoops, I've just had another boner again."
Yeah, it's like, whoa. How does this?
Bloody hell!
How does this testosterone thing work when I wake up every morning? Why is that? I don't know.
Yeah, it's just
weird. Like, Maggie, just talk to a guy for like 2 seconds. You'll figure it out really quick.
Does she actually have like a boyfriend or a partner?
I don't want to know.
I mean, I don't know, but I heard someone say that she did, but I was like, no. No.
Probably just the carpet, really.
If
like
you had a girlfriend who was this popular on YouTube and said crazy shit like this, what self-respecting male would want to hang around her? Like just even if this was a joke, like this was like an act. Like if we learned that Movie Bob was just acting this way, we'd still think he's pretty messed up.
Yeah. And go, why are you doing it? Why?
Like there must be better ways to make money.
And now random people know that you're like will think that you're insane. So you could never make a good first impression of people.
Yeah, they just think that you're the eugenics guy on YouTube.
Oh God.
Yeah. It's like
the McDonald's guy.
Yeah. I'm like what was it, speed dating? It's like explain yourself in like 15 seconds or whatever it is. It's like, yeah, I'm insane on the internet. That's like, cool. Okay.
I can't get a
table, please.
Yeah, I can't get a job in acting, so I made my own character and I play her every Sunday, and I go crazy. Okay.
Yeah, it's like, okay.
Erotic moments are between Tyler and Tyler.
Well, because
even
the
Marla
same
seems
person.
like a toy at best. Marla is portrayed as disgusting, haggard, unkempt. Fincher does everything he can to make us feel that Marla is stinky, and once again links sexual desire to physical illness.
Probably she is.
Okay, so all these people that we've met, at least the start, go to that therapy group, right? So they're all kind of sketchy to begin with. Yeah, they're sick. There's something wrong with them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So this makes perfect sense. That she has something wrong with her, or she looks unkempt, or whatever.
Also, yeah, she looks like that girl who is like in like a mob flick would be doing drugs.
Yeah, there's some drugs involved for sure. That's what I got.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Answer right.
Sex scenes are so depraved.
I haven't been like that since grade school.
So extreme or so abstract. They're
it's
devoid of any conventionally erotic imagery. This is not
original script as well.
I would say, they're pretty graphic. Yeah, Chuck is very good at doing visual stuff, so that's why he's great as a writer. He doesn't hold back. So
yeah,
you expect that from a movie based off his book.
But this isn't meant to be a lovey-dovey Hallmark Channel flipping love story. It's a gritty, dingy, horrible.
Yeah, and even then, the sex scenes aren't that big a deal. They're really nothing special.
I'm not really interested in the sex scenes in Fight Club.
Yeah,
it's not the be all and end all.
What's the point of the fucking movie?
Yeah, it's not the point. It's not the point in the movie.
Not for Maggie.
Also, but also as well, she's mentioned the only bits of like intimacy are between Tyler and the narrator. Well, yeah, they're the same person. So
it's just masturbation.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
It's mostly implied sex. Like, there's all kinds of scenes in the first, I don't know, half hour, 45 minutes or so. But like there's barely any nudity. There's a bunch of sound clips of moaning, but that's like it's barely anything there.
No one's listen, you're not getting off to Fight Club.
No.
Let's put it this way.
There's more sex in Train Spotting, for God's sakes.
Yeah.
On sex, just
the Archie Gemmell goal was pretty good, though.
Yeah, well, we're not saying it's bad. I'm just saying there's more there than there is in here.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. You know how tame. Actually, I'll just say something. You know how tame that sex scene is. Not tame, but the BBC once put that scene on its top 100 World Cup goals. The sex scene in Trainspotting, because they play a clip of like a World Cup goal, and they put that actually on before the watershed. So like this documentary thing. It was insane. I was sat there with with my family going, that was a bit awkward.
Say what?
I was just like, and then my granddad just turned and went, I never expected to see that. Just weird, but anyway, so they're not pornographic sort of movies and films, so I don't know what she's getting at.
This is performance. Tyler was performing heterosexuality, sex for the sake of telling his friends, I banged that chick. Marla is never attractive, except for one instance. But before we get to that...
Oh, thank you for your opinion of how Marla is depicted. Thank you, Maggie. I'm sure no one else ever found her attractive in any other scene. She's just a woman who's ugly.
The only time that I think Helena Bonham Carter has never been attractive in her career is actually in the Alice in Wonderland movie.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah. She has a head like an egg.
That is a whole other ballgame of weird, but yeah.
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 It's a bad movie.
Yeah.
It's a really bad movie.
It's a very bad movie. But, guys do sleep with some girls just to say, yeah, I banged her. Yeah, so what? Cry harder that you aren't that girl.
It's funny that like this video has been for 43 minutes and there hasn't been the scene when they talk about William Shatner.
No. Let's talk about porn.
Yeah, that's the...
Actually, no, she's not talking about, William Shatner.
That's like one of the best scenes.
Yeah, it is.
Because it's like Brad Pitt's character even points out like, oh look, like this is like supposedly the male ideal, but like fuck that, like what we are doing is the actual shit.
Usually when you have violence and sex in this sort of context, it's called dark humor or black humor.
Yes.
And it's pretty, like she was talking about framing, how everything's grittier and darker of the shots, like the lighting. It's like, it's literally darker in the shots. It's supposed to be seen as this gritty, dark, humorous, satirical take.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't the jokes be that way too, when everything else is?
Yeah.
I just, like, it's so obvious, but no. It's...
Not the hair, it is.
Let's ignore it.
Yeah, let's ignore it and move on.
Door. In the novel Fight Club, there's mention of various doors. Orange, blue, green. But Fincher only keeps the green door in his version.
Now we're going to open the green door.
Behind the Green Door was a pornographic movie released in 1972. It was a massive success. And
wait a second. Wait a second.
No.
Please, no.
No.
We went.
No.
From a passage in a book talking about the color of doors, which just so happens to coincide with the title of a pornographic film. Wow. Wasn't expecting that, Maggie. And now we're talking about the pornographic film for some reason.
I told you that she was going to talk about a pornographic film.
I know, but why?
There's literally no circle or square on my bingo card to like crazy, insane hosts like this. Like I can't circle that. Like where is that?
This one line in this movie has a film was made that says Behind the Green Door, and it was pornography. So that must mean what?
What's the most famous porn?
What? That's the weirdest thing I've ever heard in my life.
What's the most famous porn? Is it like Deep Throat or something like that? The title of some, I don't know, like old porno.
Yeah,
So if you're talking about
Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah, if you're talking about the Nixon scandal, or the informant was called Deep Throat, and you're like, the informant back in the Nixon scandal was called Deep Throat. By the way, there's also a porno called Deep Throat. Here's the scene of Deep. Like, no, Maggie, stop. That has nothing to do with. Stop.
It's a green door. A fucking green door. I've never seen nor heard of a film called Behind the Green Door, right?
But there's also a movie and book called The Green Mile, so maybe it's also connected.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a universe.
I love this comment from Berserk850. How does Maggie know this?
Yes, exactly.
I would like to know.
She went looking for this movie.
Clearly.
Or did she already know about Behind the Green Door as a pornography film, and then went looking through Fight Club for a mention of a green door? I will use these movie clips one day.
The weirdest part is she's actually read the book. She had like a screenshot of it, though.
That's not a guarantee that she actually read it.
That's not a guarantee that she read it. That's not a guarantee.
Yeah,
she could easily have typed in Fight Club Green Door into Google.
True.
Modify porn it into the mainstream. The movie Behind the Green Door is a story of an underground group of criminals who dress in all black in order to carry out an anarchic mission. They kidnap people and force them to perform at a sex club.
Ladies and gentlemen,
That is not at all what Fight Club is about.
That's not what Fight
who
Club
has
is.
been abducted. A woman whose initial fear and anxiety has mellowed into curious expectation.
Within the film, the Green Door itself comes to symbolize an entry point into a safe space, similar.
Oh my God! Are you
what?
Are you trying to rationalize a pornography with leftist-leaning ideology of safe spaces? Are you? This is I have never. This is nuts. How did we get on this topic? Maggie?
Hello, 911. Yes, yeah, I'd like to report a murder of my fucking soul.
This is insane.
Well, why do I care about a movie called Behind the Green fucking Door? With Fight Club, but just mention it like a couple of times. It's not.
The Green Door is a safe space for women they abduct?
Hawk! We lost him to the Green Door.
What is happening? They steal people. They abduct them. It's called abduction. You're taking someone against their will, and you're calling this a safe space.
The only guy, there was like one guy that they abducted. Or what was he abducted? Like the rich guy was like responsible for some business stuff that was related to the Project Mayhem execution.
I got kicked out of what? Well, I'm not actually interested in what I missed. To be honest,
they haven't abducted anyone in that movie, like Fight Club.
No,
their own place.
I mean, don't abduct anyone to. Fuck him either.
What you missed was basically Maggie is likening a pornographic film to the left wing ideology of a safe space.
That's insane.
I can't even, like, where is she going? How did she get here? What's happened? Okay, so the plot of this porno involves taking people and having them live out their fantasy, and they show them on stage to this Green Door,
by the way,
so that they can do crime or whatever. I don't know, some sex club, whatever. It's like, fine, okay, cool.
Yeah.
That is nothing to do with Chuck's idea. It's like zero.
Yeah.
There are plenty of stories of people in a club doing things illegally, whether it's sex clubs or devil worship or the Illuminati, you name it. There's this has been going on for hundreds of years in books.
Offshore accountancy.
There's some secret club that's committing crimes and doing things.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness! I've never heard of this in any other comic or pulp or book. Like, my God.
Or film, or play, or poem, or story, or song, or
pretty much read any Batman comic. Okay, like you're already there. So it's just come on.
Gasp! They're doing bad things. The Iceberg Lounge. I would never have known.
Oh my God! Who heard of this? They're evil. Oh, they're committing crimes. But okay, sure, porno. Yeah, let's go with porno.
Do we have to watch? Is she going to show more scenes of this porno?
Yes, she is.
How long is this segment?
Why?
You have watched this like 500 times, so you probably know.
Just three.
Okay.
All right,
we can do this.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, we can do this. Okay, cool.
My brain has gone from disgust to absolute befuddlement. I'm like, what is happening now?
She does. She does have a lengthy political dialogue.
Oh.
Oh no, it makes me just want to.
It's like she's committing like every single sin she could do, like laughing at the dad and the porno.
Comparing Fight Club to a porn is insane. But okay, let's do this.
Support groups. Outside this safe space in the outer world is sexual repression, anxiety, patriarchy. But in here,
asexual
on
repression.
It's a fucking porn.
Anxiety and patriarchy.
Oh my god, we're talking about a porn. Oh, I just can't get over this. This is crazy.
We're talking about a porno from
the 60s or I don't know how old this shit is. This is ridiculous.
It looks like early 70s.
Yes.
But I actually don't care. I don't care if I'm wrong either. It's just like you mentioned patriarchy in a porno. Video,
so.
Yeah, the patriarchy of a porno. Yeah. Like, that's fantastic, Maggie. I'm so glad you're learning about film. Oh my god.
Thank you for catching up with the rest of us.
Oh boy.
Message coming in.
The participants find a safe place to pursue pleasure. Sexual gratification for the female main character is framed as positive. It's telling that the support group leader in Fight Club says we're supposed to open our green doors, and soon after, Chloe talks specifically about her sexual desires. And
how did we jump from this to that?
You've just taken a random line in a movie and connected it to a 1970s porno by the simple use of a green door. Get bent.
This is
honestly fucking hell. Wow.
Okay, you know how we say she's crazy? Now she's just absolutely like ignorant, stupid. Like I don't like.
Yeah.
I
don't know.
I could go find any movie with a green door where there's a hidden cabal of some group and they're trying to do something and it's repression. They're taking away humans' rights to vote or some bullshit. You're like, yeah, okay. And then cut back to this film and talk about it's like why? Why would I do that?
Oh my god, I'm now thinking fucking that kids show Balamori, what's behind the green door? Jesus fucking Christ.
No.
You could connect it to pornography.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
yeah.
Like every plot of
sideways.
I don't know if you guys have ever played Persona, but there's always some door to the Netherverse or whatever. And it's like the Velvet Room, this magical room where everyone's part of the group and they all do everything at past midnight and no one knows about it. And it's illegal. And all your repressed emotions are personifications of monsters or whatever. And it's like, I can go crazy. I can go crazy with these themes. It's all over the place.
Oh my god, you could literally just go through all of history of like green doors and connect it to strange things.
Read anything by Peter K. Dick where he's on one of his drug trips and you'll have a story about a guy part of some group doing something illegal. It's like wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm only familiar with the Shin Megami Tensei games, but I guess I understand you.
Yeah, there's
reference.
So many. Like you can connect this with so many things. It's not a stretch.
Yeah.
Yeah. You.
Okay.
One of the group. Clearly, Fincher is drawing a link between the two, but I don't think it.
No, he's not. No, he's not.
It's not an objective fact.
No one thinks like you.
I need proof.
Maggie, no one thinks like you. Okay, no, on the whole planet, there has never been a Maggie Mae Fish. Okay, and there never will be. I hope.
I just love the fact that she's just going like, I have managed to make up this intense conspiracy theory, which is true. And it's like, no.
Here's Joe Crazy. Come on, guys. She just watches it for the plot. Yeah, sure. I'm sure.
Apparently, the porno is an hour and 12 minutes.
Oh wow, that's nice.
No, good for them.
Yeah, Joe. Dr. Yeagus pointed out what on earth does a cancer patient, a green door, and a 70s porno have to do with each other?
I just did like a quick search with David Fincher and Green Door, and like the 10 pages of Google isn't giving me any results that are related to that.
She had to really look for this crap.
Yeah, But also, the question from chat, as in what does a cancer patient a Green Door in 1970s porn film? Yeah, those are words that I never thought would be in the same sentence in my entire life. And now we're here with Maggie, and it's just like, wow, okay, cool. A little piece of my soul died today.
All right, let's keep going.
Simply the sexual pleasure that links Fight Club and Behind the Green Door.
Wait, let's go back. What did you...
No, the sexual pleasure. What sexual pleasure?
Specifically about her sexual desires in front of the group. Clearly, Fincher is drawing a link between the two. But I don't think it's simply the pursuit of sexual pleasure that links Fight Club and Behind the Green Door. Before the main character engages in an orgy on stage, she undergoes a kind of guided meditation, led by a woman whose dialogue is oddly similar to the kinds of things Tyler says.
I'm going to tell you everything that's going to take place, so there's no need to be frightened. Oh, poor child. I know exactly how you feel.
You don't know how this feels!
I'm your friend.
He's talking to
Both
himself.
characters use a soothing tone of voice to coax the audience stand-in into doing things they wouldn't
Are you
otherwise.
fucking insane, woman?
In addition to the massage...
Okay, let's be honest. Let's say there's some similarity between these two movies. Let's just say there is. Who cares?
Okay.
What's your point? What is she driving at here?
That Fight Club is a 70s porno.
I just like, what's your point, Maggie? Some random porno has some elements that are similar to another movie. Yeah?
Also, can I just say, telling someone everything's going to be okay and perfectly fine is a lot different than pouring, I can't remember what he pours onto Edward Norton's hand and everything. Yeah, pours onto his hand and stuff. It's two completely different things. Also, Brad Pitt's character doesn't exist. He's doing it to himself.
Okay.
It's a construct of his own imagination.
Yeah.
Lady. Performance begins, a disembodied voice tells us to obey.
Remember, you are sworn to observe silence. If you break this rule, you will be dealt with severely.
The implication becomes, obey these
crowd.
rules and you will find pleasure.
With the knowledge that you are powerless to stop the performance, just relax and enjoy yourself to the fullest extent.
Just as Tyler's words and deeds give us the illusion of agency or choice in his theater of destruction.
Wait. Okay. So let's say you have this alternate personality talking to yourself, and you're arguing with him and whatever.
All the time.
Whatever you're talking to yourself, it's your inner voice monologue. I don't care. Suddenly, you don't have agency because why? Because you're arguing with yourself and can't make choices suddenly? No, it's just an argument with yourself. You can do whatever you like.
Yeah.
You're not stopping yourself. Why? How would you be able to physically stop yourself? I don't. The illusion of choice. Is he talking about the or is she talking about the message of the movie? Whereas everyone just gets up and does this, and everything's a routine and it's boring.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
As one of the themes, maybe, but not between himself. He's not stopping himself from doing anything.
Yeah,
he's fighting with himself throughout the movie. That's the kind of the point. He figures it out, and he tries to have some rationality. He doesn't want to go around blowing buildings up and helping people, but that ends up happening anyway. And he comes to terms, and he finally kills, metaphorically killing Tyler.
Yeah.
But he's not stopping. He's not.
Are we even watching the same movie that Maggie was watching? Because she's getting everything wrong.
She's leaning too heavily into the message of this other film and trying to, I don't know, mirror it. I don't know what she's trying to do. And to what end? I just why?
Yeah.
So too, this assumption that we could somehow interfere helps us feel as though we have agency, as though we could somehow interrupt a movie that's already been shot and distributed.
Oh my God, what a dumb argument. A story is linear, it's been written already. You can't change it. It's like, we never thought that way. We didn't want to. We understand what a movie and a book is.
Yeah. Nah, I've just nah.
Yeah, this is such a dumb thing to say. Let's just keep going.
Yeah.
In Behind the Door, we have an authority figure giving the main character, our stand-in,
I don't care.
the freedom to enjoy something transgressive, her own sexuality, permission to enjoy something that she should already be free to enjoy. In Fight Club, we have an authority figure who gives the main character, our stand-in, freedom to enjoy something transgressive, terrorism. Permission to enjoy...
No! What are you on about, lady? It's Fight Club. They're beating each other up. Project Mayhem is something else.
Yeah. Fucking...
How did she compare sex to Project Mayhem?
She didn't receive the memo.
She just jumped over the... She was comparing it just fine a minute ago. Now suddenly terrorism is sex. Like, no.
Apparently so, yeah.
Maggie, I'm just like, wow.
I want to be in a room with her where she says this as a script. I want to raise my hand constantly. Say, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Where did you get that? Explain yourself slowly.
Yeah.
Like, I really just want to talk to Maggie. Maggie, like, can you go through your video with me, for a day, maybe 2 days? Like, give me some time. I gotta sit with you for a long time and figure this shit out.
I also need like a 10-minute break as well. So.
Well, yeah, obviously, we'll go for drinks or whatever. But just just give me a few of your days. Just read off what you say, or just pause and we'll what we're doing now, just with Maggie and myself. I just want to sit down with her and say, what are you talking about? Like, what is this? Where are you going?
She would just...
What are you dribbling on about?
She would right away connect you to fascism because you're Italian. So.
Maybe, but I'm trying to think of how President Biden is useless without a teleprompter. Like, he just falls apart. He turns into a crazy old man. Like, that's what I imagine Maggie would do. Like, she would just start rambling and you'd be like, what? Excuse me? Can you try that again? You were talking about sex and now it's terrorism? Like, how do you draw that connection?
I don't really write my scripts myself.
I have this friend called Jonathan McIntosh.
I imagine she's probably the best.
I don't think McIntosh could come close to this. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
She's probably like best buddies with Anita Sarkeesian as well.
I don't know.
I'm
nah, that's too far.
Yeah, I'm sure she's. I'm sure. No, I don't know. They're both insane.
She doesn't have the power that she used to have years ago.
Yeah.
Enjoy something that's antithetical to the very concept of freedom. And these are the themes that link...
Okay. Terrorism in a controlling state would not be antithetical to freedom. It depends on what you're blowing up and why. If you're in a police state and you're committing an act of terrorism, that would be an act of freedom.
Yes.
If you are in a communist state, a fascist state, or whatever, police state, and you commit an act of terrorism,
and you feed your family, that's an act of terrorism.
You are doing an act of freedom, or you're enacting more freedom than you wouldn't have normally, like stealing for food or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So context matters, Maggie, but you know this, so yeah.
We're still on about the fucking Green Door.
I know.
As a movie.
As a thing to take seriously, a pornographic plot. like okay, sure.
Now I'm going to talk to you about the social, economic, and political implications of Big Titty MILF Next Door.
Yeah.
So
here's Joe Crazy. Analysis of Mia Khalifa's film when she has a film. I thought she was just. That's just a
She has
amateur
loads of
streamer.
films.
I don't know these things.
She's got loads of films.
I'm wondering whether or not I should have spoiled the fact that she was going to talk about porn.
Honestly,
porn is serious.
Maggie's very close to spoiling porn. To be honest with you, I mean,
I
she's
still
doing what the conservative Christians couldn't do in the 80s.
Yeah, I still don't see how we're connecting Fight Club to pornography. It's the strangest comparison I've ever heard of.
But how long of this movie? How long of this review has she actually spoke about the Green Door? Because she spoke about it for quite some time now.
5 minutes. 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
3 minutes so far.
Yeah.
3 minutes. Okay.
All right, let's.
That's 3 minutes too long.
Yeah, let's just keep going. Hopefully, she'll change the topic.
Behind the Green Door Fight Club. This tension between pursuing what you want, but also looking to an authority figure for permission to pursue, or looking to them for a list of pre-approved pleasures.
What's wrong with having a teacher or someone to guide you for a thing you want to do? Tell me what's wrong with that. Guess what?
You could have picked a lot of different movies.
Yeah, if you want to do
other than a fucking porno.
If you want to do well in business, guess what? You need someone in business who's made millions of dollars to tell you how to make millions of dollars. It's really simple. When you have a problem, you go to a therapist because he knows how to help you, hopefully. Mm-hmm. When you want to build a bridge, you go learn structural engineering from an engineer, and you go to engineering college and whatever. Why is it so hard?
Wall Street?
Sorry?
With,
what?
Thingy? Because that's, what was it like a teacher figure with Charlie Sheen and was it Michael Douglas? Because he's like a
Wall Street
corrupted, teacher. She could have said something like that, but no, she went to Behind the Green Door.
Or a mentor.
A mentor.
Mentor.
Mentorship, whatever you want to call that relationship. You cannot just become amazing on your own. You have to read a book. You have to learn. Someone has to show you how to do it. You can't just, I'm a Mozart, boom. Here's a piano, I'm a Mozart. It doesn't work that way.
But the thing is, Maggie Mae Fish could have picked a whole lot of different movies with a similar setup to Fight Club, with the mentor and all this sort of stuff. But she chose a porno from the 70s because it was called Behind the Green Door, and a line in Fight Club said, Behind the Green Door.
And because
that's how crazy it was.
Yeah.
This point. Yeah. She could have made this point with any different movie, but she chose a porno.
This movie was reviewed by Roger Ebert. What the hell?
Weird.
Wait, was it? Was it actually?
Yes, there is a review
Roger
by Roger
Ebert.
Ebert.
Actually reviewed Behind the Green Door.
Like I just typed in Green Door, and the fourth or fifth result was that.
Roger Ebert's review, strangest wank I've ever had.
Well, he also reviewed Caligula, and it says it was the worst film he ever saw. So, I mean, there are some bad things he's looked at.
Yeah.
Okay, Zimzilla99, thank you.
Favorite movie.
Maggie just wanted an excuse to talk about old porn, so she looks smart. Are you serious?
Why would anyone think this looks smart?
Who the hell in their right mind would review old porn to look smart?
Maggie.
Well,
I mean, maybe, I don't know, but that's the strangest. I'm going to look smart by pulling up an old porno and talking about it. That doesn't make sense to me. And mature seems to be a theme of our videos and tweets.
Sorry.
Okay, so I don't know.
What?
Obviously, she's really heavy into the sex and fetishization of everything. So I don't see why the topic wouldn't be alien to her. But to pick this is just like, what the fuck?
I have like an honest theory at this point that I think like she actually was in the porn industry at this point. Like, come on.
Yeah, to be really honest,
there has to be a logical answer, like how the hell she has so much money, because like she's not that well known of an actress. So
she's not that attractive. She's not ugly. She's not that attractive. I'll give her that much.
Yes.
So is she struggling?
You've really got to stop. You really got to stop drinking before a stream.
I haven't drunk anything. I wanted to, believe me. I was like, oh, freaking hell, I forgot. But something's going. Like every time we get into these weird Maggie Mae Fish. Like, is she like? What is she really trying to say? Where is she going with this? Why is she saying these weird shits? It's crazy. But I hate saying that. I hate saying she's nuts because we have nothing else to work with.
Yeah.
There must be a reason.
And then you just like,
Is there some methodology? Like I read up on her. Apparently she's one of those close reading people where they take a very interpretive approach to like a one small part of the story, and they focus on that one sentence or whatever, or one scene, which is cool because you could learn a lot from that one prop or one event or action of a movie. Which is great, but you can't go too far unless you're losing the plot of the story of where that scene took place. You're taking it out of context. You can't do that. And Maggie, as if she takes a pair of scissors and just cuts out the mug from RoboCop and goes, "Oh, look, this means his masculinity is broken and he's losing his parentage as a man or whatever the hell she said."
Both him and Officer, or whatever the woman's called, drunk out of polystyrene cups. So obviously they must be the same, which shows that Murphy wants to be a woman.
Yeah, or some crazy interpretation. It's like the retard version of that. Like if I were to give you a technique to make a bridge and you do everything upside down, I'm like, that is not how suspension bridges work. Like you literally did the exact opposite of a suspension bridge. Everything's going to fall apart.
Yeah.
It's like that crazy logic. But anyway, I'm just trying to figure this out. So.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
You may. The green door metaphor used in the support group is meant to help people cope with long-lasting emotional pain or chronic physical illness. In the chemical burn scene, Tyler has set up a false parallel to the support groups. Tyler's goal in the scene is to make this act of physical assault seem comparable with the existential and chronic pain experienced by members of the support group. Tyler, who is a physical and emotional abuser, manages to make his actions seem as inevitable as death by terminal cancer.
Tyler,
those support group members,
an emotional abuser, he's just part of the narrator's psyche.
He is literally hurting himself. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm an emotional abuser to myself.
Yeah, So is she saying Tyler exists now? Because if she is, then it goes against her point of...
Oh, no.
He didn't exist 5 minutes ago.
This is the third time or the fourth time? I can't remember.
I think this is the fourth time that she's changed her stance on who Tyler... Because also, Tyler's now Brad Pitt's character again, not Edward Norton's character.
Okay, so he's an abuser unto himself. Like, this is where it gets really messy when you're talking about personalities. Because first we have to believe that dissociative identity disorder is a thing. It's real. And there's another personality within you hurting yourself. All within the context of us looking at two people on the screen. It's like, okay, this is getting weird. So, you have to run with that because that's what we find out at the end, but it's still like, does that make him an abuser? No. It's still himself. Doesn't matter how many minds you got running around or how many personalities you got running around in your head.
Yeah.
No. Like Brad Pitt is the Stand, like just as I said before.
And he's punching himself, or the Stand is punching Jotaro or whatever. I don't know.
Like there was like that stupid Stand that killed its owner. Like what was that? Like in the part 4 where they go to that mansion and the guy has his back revealed to the character, and that makes him die. And then the Stand possesses someone else. So it's like a rogue Stand.
JoJo makes more sense than listen to Maggie Mae, but you know.
It still makes more sense, and I've got no context for anything that Mark just said. I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah.
Strawman, thank you. Why are we talking about Fight Club when Miss Marvel porno is coming out? Maggie Mae Fish. That's good. Please don't tell me that's real.
Hey, actually, that real. No, it is. It is though.
No, not the porno. I mean, Maggie Mae actually saying that.
Oh no, because the Miss Marvel porno was actually highly praised for its actual good plot.
Really? Don't tell me we have to go watch a porn just to see and compare.
And also, I think Kenzie Taylor, who is the actress, did an actual good job as Miss Marvel, as Captain Marvel.
You mean she had more charisma than the original Captain Marvel?
Yeah, no, I did have to laugh because it came up my Twitter feed, something about it, and all I said is, wow, because the costumes look really good as like costume designs.
Yeah.
And the guy who directed it liked it and shared my tweet, which is really strange.
Oh, boy.
Well, yay. Back to Maggie Mae.
Back to Maggie Mae.
Can't have too much fun.
Do not have immediate means of alleviating their pain. They can't just pour vinegar on their cancer or missing testicles. But to a naive audience member who hasn't had to cope with long-lasting emotional or physical trauma, who is looking for a reason to claim victimhood, the comparison may...
Victimhood?
Imagine someone who's had no difficulty or struggles claiming victimhood.
He's part of a self-help group. He's been diagnosed, he's been referenced, he's going to get help.
Yeah, but Smud, she's literally saying, look how pathetic it is. He hasn't had anything wrong with him yet. He's trying to claim victimhood. That's pathetic.
Are you trying... Wait.
From Maggie.
Okay, you know how they always recommend, I don't know if it's Maggie, but everyone recommends go see a therapist. Like everyone should go see a therapist because you have something wrong with you. Whatever. Like that's the leftist-leaning ideology. He literally did that. He's getting help, and he doesn't like the help. And now she's saying that he is claiming victimhood? By virtue of what? By trying to help himself?
But he has no problems. He shouldn't be moaning. Everything's perfect for him, which I find highly ironic, considering the fact that these people, like Maggie, have no problems and yet are complaining about things.
This is
getting to like ultra level projection.
Yeah, like when you're talking about these left leaning people who are professional victims at sometimes. And now they're claiming the masculine male who wants to identify with his masculinity again is claiming victimhood because he's injuring himself by his disassociative personality problem. That's a really strong reach there.
What's he? Yeah, he hasn't got real problems. What's he complaining about? Maggie, you're literally complaining about the fact that he's got no problem.
He could be trying to commit suicide for all she knows, like pouring acid or slitting wrists or whatever. It's like he's hurting himself. Maggie, what do you like?
Yeah. He's
got problems. Can't you tell?
Yeah.
The whole movie is this guy's problems, trying to figure him out.
Yeah. This is really turned to A grade level of projection for her. I honestly think she sees herself in the narrator, and I'm just really pissed off that it's like pretty much calling her out.
Yeah,
I think
she's just a bit something we should probably have on our new bingo cards for like projection, because
projection. Yeah,
it's so like there's multiple biases you can use. And we're not going to put like every bias or every logical fallacy on a bingo card, but I think projection should be pretty big.
Yeah, because this is all I'm getting from this video. It's projection. It's like, oh no, the narrator's doing exactly what I do. This is bad because it's like, what?
Like, this is sexual, this is fashy, this is repressed emotions or whatever. This is hypermasculinity or whatever. I can literally
just turn and go at you. I can literally go and go, but Maggie, this is exactly the stuff that you and people who you support do. Yeah, but like, imagine like smashing up a Starbucks for no reason, for like, terrorism. Yeah, because in like, this is exactly what you people do. Yeah, but imagine like hurting yourself just for it. Yeah, this is what you people. What are you on about here? Oh, imagine being victims. Pretend to be a victim. Yeah, that's what you.
Yeah.
These are all you. This is not us. This is you. God, imagine thinking everything's sex all the time.
Yeah. Well,
yeah, that's you.
That's Maggie. Yeah.
We're just saying that the product in front of us is garbage.
Yeah.
Feel attractive. Tyler feels like he has all the answers.
You can run water over your hand to make it worse, or look at me. Or you can use vinegar to neutralize the burn.
Even though he's concocted an absurd scenario with a predetermined conclusion. And this happens to be the only moment in the entire film where Marla is presented as sexually desirable in a visual sense. Jack makes...
Oh, wow, she wears makeup.
Also, she looks like she's frozen to death.
Yeah.
So, makeup sex, no makeup bad? What?
Well, I don't know why Maggie wears makeup then.
Oh, boy.
Girls, they're...
She looks pretty. She actually looks like she's frozen to death in that scene. She looks like something you find in the morgue, to be brutally honest.
Where is this scene? Is it like in a dream or like what's happening here?
I think it's
when he's burning his
message coming in.
Yeah, when he's burning his hand, he's going through all the things of where he'd rather be. And he's imagining himself in like a snow cave with in bear furs. So
all right,
it's the cave from Star Wars.
Yeah.
Here's Delamaticus, thank you. The more you listen to her, the more you realize she is confessing to the things Maggie does, not the sins of the film.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. It's true. Every single thing she says is bad is something that she does or thinks. Because there's no other way for you to think it. Normal people don't think like this.
She's not an unattractive looking lady, but it's just like, what, Maggie? Like, does she do women have standards for other women and how they look?
I say you're wrong.
Because we can look at women and go, like I can look at Jack from Mass Effect 2. Visually, she's a mess, like tattoos and whatever the hell clothing, but her face is gorgeous. Her eyes, her lips, everything about her face is amazing. And it's very easy to do that, to just look, like, focus on the elements of her face. Obviously, her personality and all that other stuff is messed up, but she's gorgeous. Where it matters. Obviously, some guys don't like people's faces; they like the body or whatever. I don't care. I'm just saying the face is gorgeous on Jack. We can easily do this with Marla as well. And she's drugged up and hoarse and smokes a lot and has some problems, but she's an attractive lady.
Yeah.
Well, we know for sure that Maggie is bi.
Yeah?
Is she? I thought she was just
an alien.
Trisexual.
I thought she was an alien. That's what I think. She's totally weird.
I thought she was an alien.
I have no idea what she likes.
She says unironically that, like, watching Lord of the Rings, Liv Tyler and Orlando Bloom gave her sexual awakening, so I can only assume from that she's bi.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Orlando Bloom's pretty
Orlando
feminine,
Bloom, Orlando Bloom is pretty,
bisexual himself.
In that movie. Yeah. Well, people say I'm bisexual anyway, so it's fine.
All right, that's more power to Maggie. Whatever gets her off, I don't care. Just not fascists. Please stop.
Fascist leather and green
whatever that is, just stop it, Maggie. Just stop fetishizing fascists.
No, stop it. Put it down.
It's one last-ditch effort to block out the pain and pursue pleasure. And this is the moment that Jack closes his green door. He stops trying to escape to his safe space and never bothers trying to go there again. He is left with a scar which resembles vaginal lips. Sexual imagery
Are you out of
Are you out of your gourd?
Vaginal lips.
No, I just literally looked at the scar on my hand, and it's like, wow, she could easily say, what? No, that has never come across my... No.
I don't think that comes across anybody's mind, because nobody thinks like this.
Yeah, but most scars are usually just a line where they've, like, sewn up the open wound.
She is trying to see a vagina in someone's acid scar.
And that's a scar. That reminds me of vagina. Okay, Maggie, seriously, if you think of acid and vagina, then go to a doctor straight away, because...
No, please.
Are we watching a Wit and Folly video suddenly? Like, what's going on here? Everything's a vagina.
You
No.
You know the fluids that come out of you, Maggie, shouldn't remind people of aliens.
Don't know if Lit and Folly is this crazy.
No. But she uses lots of
lately.
feminine imagery for everything. So it's like, okay, the inside of this room is a womb. It's so round and red. You're like, what the? There's 6 wombs in The Last Jedi. Like, okay.
6
kind of
wombs.
She kind of looks like she's eventually going to have a billion cats in her house.
I'm sure she's probably already got quite a few cats now.
All right, so we'll just chalk this up to more projection, and we'll just keep going.
Yeah, please, dear Lord.
Coded as a pain, a fetish object that denies the lack of pleasure. Sure.
It's literally okay. Listen, honey, what do you think genitals are? They're not fetish objects. They're actual genitals. Okay, you cannot It's sexual by design.
Yeah.
Okay, it can't get any more sexual. Okay, it is the thing it's supposed to do.
Yeah. Oh my God, this vagina looks sexual. Yes, I hope so.
Maggie.
If it doesn't, something is very, very wrong.
This hockey puck is a hockey puck. Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, that tree is very tree-shaped. Well, yeah, it's meant to be.
I'm going to make this red wall red. It's like, why? It's already, what are you doing? You've already painted it red. Like, no, I'm going to use more red. It's like, you can't. It's the same shade. You haven't changed a thing.
It's...
Okay, all right. I'm sure there are ways to make sexual objects non-sexual, but by their definitions, they are sexual.
Well, yeah, like booze and vagina are sexual.
Like you could have
put a naked picture of Maggie Mae Fish, and I'm just going, wow, that's
you could
not
have like
sexual at all.
a naked woman or a nudist colony or whatever, and you could see it within the context of just people being nude. You're like, okay, that's fine. It's just people walking around and doing stuff. And you can also make sexual objects more sexual by making them sexy with clothing or mood lighting and all sorts of other wonderful things.
Anybody who's ever accidentally went on to like a nudist beach or something can tell you there's nothing sexual about
there's nothing.
or nudist colony.
It's just a bunch of people running around. Yeah.
They're usually all mid-60s and all.
Yeah, there's nothing worth pursuing at one of those places. So yes, nudity
they're not 20-year-old models.
Yeah, so within the context of a nudist beach, yes, those can be non-sexual or unarousing. But by their nature, the gametes, the sexual organs are in fact sexual. So it's anyway.
Yeah.
Zimzilla 99.
Sexually arousing and sexual is different.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
Yeah.
Where is the Fallout New Vegas Legion soldier when you need him to say his line? Degenerates like you should be put on a cross.
Ave, true to Kaiser.
Yeah, exactly. We need a Kaiser to come in here and clean up YouTube.
Profligate.
Afterwards, he gives Marla the sex that she's come to expect.
Are we done?
Yeah, we're done.
We see her again in the Paper Street house, but there's no sexual tension anymore. He has metaphorically closed his door to his pleasure center and has chosen to pursue pain. Tyler's safe space is now.
Wow.
No,
what is that?
It's because he doesn't realize he's who. No, whatever. I have to keep explaining that Tyler and everyone's different. No, fuck it. I don't care. Let's keep going.
He gets no pleasure, guys. It's just after that we close that door. It's just pain, constantly.
Pain and suffering.
Even at the end when he holds her hand, and he's happy to see her, and he's become himself again or whatever. He takes no pleasure in that. It's all pain.
But then again, he didn't marry us. I don't understand where all his pains come from. Lol, I'm getting cancelled.
I don't like marriage. They're fine with pansexuality and just screwing whoever you want.
I don't think pansexuality is a thing, honestly. There's so many terms I just like, what is that? I look at the definitions, like, what? That's it? That's not a thing.
I'm telling you, it's
like
semi-bisexual.
Like trans people. It just means that you like trans people and guys and girls.
Yeah, it means nothing.
It's basically bisexuality with.
It's basically attention seeking. Yes, you are correct, Don. Yeah.
Not just a single location where you're prohibited from saying the word duvet. It's a world where you're prohibited from saying the word duvet or anything else that he doesn't approve of.
Whoa! Wow! Imagine a world where you can't say something that someone else disapproves of. What world would that be, Maggie?
Just can't say beep-o beep, apparently. And, oh yeah, that world exists. Somebody got fired because they put beep-o beep instead of their pronouns.
Yeah, exactly.
And yet, in the ending, he approves of Marla and holds her hand as they watch the buildings fall. So.
Yeah. Well, in their world, they'd probably beat her to death for being a Republican.
I tend to say this is a romance for many reasons, but she's like saying this isn't a romance. There's nothing pleasurable about it. This doesn't happen. It's like, yes, it does. Whether it's simple hand holding or whatever, that's what the ending is. So whatever
romance isn't 24-hour fucking.
Yeah, whatever resolved, whatever resolution occurred, it's there. I don't know exactly what, because that's not the whole context of the scene, but they end up together at the end, Maggie.
Yeah.
They don't hate each other. Maybe they do hate each other, but they're together. Okay, for whatever reason.
Yeah. Yeah.
Better or worse? Most likely worse.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like most relationships.
They're not perfect. Whatever it is, they're together. It's like, okay.
Message coming in.
I'm going to bet
Patching it
there's going to be some sex in the future. I'm just going to bet that. But, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. I'd put at least a pound on it.
Apparently.
Yeah, the door will be reopened, Maggie. The green door shall be opened again, and they will have sex. Okay, she understands that metaphor. Okay.
Lots of
sex,
death, sex, sexual sort of sex
with the sexual organs interacting sexually.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh. Jake the Surgeon, thank you. Sorry. Pan is just pretentious bi. Pansexual is just pretentious bi. Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yeah. It is.
Most of that list is pretentious. Is stupid anyway. It's just nonsense. But, we don't say that.
It's the LGBT community.
Yeah.
So, LGBT AS community.
I love how Wisp was like, Q does not exist. There's no such thing as being queer. You're like, oh, really? That's cool.
Well, yeah, because queer is just another word for gay in like.
Just say homosexual.
Redundant to use it again.
Yeah. Oh, I'm queer. So are you gay? No, I'm queer. So, what do?
I thought it's like a French alternative class of gays, like Q.
So I remember when I was out on my mission, there was a missionary who suggested for a our day off activity, we could do craft day to unify the district, and our supervisor or zone leader said, "What are we, gay?"
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting people you got there, spreading the word.
Well, gays mean happy in Old English.
Oh.
Yes. It's a very old word.
My friend is a very, very unique man.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, he must be. Yeah.
He's very, very funny. Very successful as well.
Oh. Success. I wish I had some.
Okay, let's keep going.
I don't know how his life is going. I just know he baptized a lot of people.
Oh.
Only 8 minutes left.
We could have success by finishing this video, guys. We're almost done.
Yeah, we're almost done. Let's do it.
conclusion.
If Fincher set out to tell a cautionary tale
Maybe.
about the way we are so easily manipulated by media, celebrities, and people in positions of power, then he failed because his target audience, guys like us, clearly didn't get the message.
Okay.
What?
Okay, let's imagine that was the message of the film. Okay. I mean,
It's not like she would like point out like the movie didn't do too well at first at the box office, and it only had become like a cult classic on home video.
Right. I mean,
but that would be too logical.
I mean, yeah, there's plenty of classics that didn't do well at the box office, and not only that, but video games as well. So it's not it's not a big deal that financially it did this or that. So I don't really care. Same with, we talk about Star Wars, hugely popular, but it doesn't make it good or bad. It just means it's popular. So I'm just trying to run like what she was saying before, like.
All I know is, when people say it was successful at the cinema, all I know is that, no, the trailer that came out before it was successful. Because that got people interested to see the movie.
Right.
You can make any old movie, but if your trailer is good, to get attention, people...
Oh, this is great. When you get beat down enough, it becomes a very unmacho thing. But I don't need to prove I'm macho enough as it is. Okay, dude. Go to a fight club. Go take boxing. See how macho you are.
Yeah.
Prove it.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't want to get in that ring for many reasons. I'm one of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh yeah, I don't enjoy being punched in the face, but it's one of those things where you've got to have a punch in the face once in a while.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not saying don't go if you want to check it out, but you know.
Yeah, but don't say I'm big and macho and make it, well, how many fights have you been in?
If
And it's
Mr.
like zero.
Sheehan CO34 is a martial artist, like, okay, fine, you're macho. I'll give you that. But when you watch Fight Club, you're like, holy shit, those guys are nuts. They're hardcore. Like that is intense.
Technically a martial artist by virtue of being a fencer, but
yeah.
it was a long
But also,
time ago.
I have never heard of someone go, I'm macho because I watched Fight Club.
Yeah.
I've never heard anyone say that.
Or I'm macho enough, I don't need to prove anything. It's like, okay, I mean, that's fine, but that doesn't make Fight Club a bad film or a bad message.
Yeah. Very weird.
There's plenty of themes in Fight Club to work with that communicate on some level to some guy or some girl out there. And if he gets, there's just a bunch of macho guys punching each other, it's like, that's not the point.
Yeah. Also, I've just noticed in the pause screen, when did Commander Shepard get into Fight Club?
Commander Shepard?
Yeah, only on the pause screen on the watch together. I don't know if I'm a bit behind you. The actor below, what's his name? The fat one, sat next to it, looks a little bit like Commander Shepard.
Oh, really?
Interesting.
Not really that interesting, to be honest with you. Don't lie to me.
Okay, let's keep going.
I mean, they went on to create actual fight clubs. Or if he set out to make a movie that exploits that same bro-y audience, and he's laughing at everyone who enjoys it for being such gullible losers, then...
Are you... Oh my God. She thinks people who enjoy the message of Fight Club are gullible losers. Really?
Yeah.
So if I go watch anything on the Women's Network and I spend an hour of my time, I'm a gullible loser? Because I like period dramas or murder mysteries or whatever?
Yeah.
I enjoy a film and its message.
Wow, Smudge! You watched all 320 episodes of Murder She Wrote. God, you loser!
No, I didn't. But I would if I liked it.
What? You watched Altered Carbon specifically for Joel Kinnaman's abs.
Ooh. Like she thinks this is like propaganda for men and men are gullible idiots or something like that. It's like, Maggie, look in the frickin' mirror, dear.
No, yeah.
She is so ensconced in this weird philosophy of I don't know what exactly that philosophy is because it's so insane. It's like left-leaning retardation. Like, we know it's crazy already. This is just, she's running with it as far as she can go.
Yeah.
And she's accusing men of liking a story about guys finding themselves about their masculinity. Or that's at least one message of the film. And they're gullible idiots. Because feminism, I guess. I don't know. Wow. I'm trying to find like what's the term for this, like completely blind to their own ideology? Like what's the
oblivious?
BreadTube?
Yeah, BreadTube. There we go. She's BreadTube. There we go. She's dumb. She's just totally ignorant.
Yeah. I'm all the BreadTube.
Yeah, I just
utterly oblivious.
She's
utterly oblivious.
Yeah. Well, she's a lot of things. I'm just trying. I'm actually trying to think of the word, but yeah, whatever. I don't care. Let's just keep going.
Yep.
Hypocritical.
Okay.
I think hypocritical will become closer. Yeah, like she's saying the things she's not, or trying to promote the things she's not. It's just like, Maggie, you're accusing people of things that just
everything that you do.
Like, God forbid someone enjoy Fight Club and get something positive out of it. Oh no, you're a simp. You're a moron. Like, what? That's like watching TLJ say, "Hey, I like the message of, people coming together to stop the bad guys." Like, okay, yeah, that's
like
fine.
Every fucking blog post.
I know it's a bad film, but there's something to get from it. There's got to be something good out of it.
I liked when the women were failing.
It's so very pretty.
It's so yeah, there you go.
It's pretty.
That's a good.
Void of substance, but it's still pretty.
I really like the cinematography.
It has 25 frames per second. It's very cinematic.
Yeah.
It represents European cinema.
Oh yeah, no, it's fetishizing the the camera rotation pan technique.
Good on you, I guess. Whatever the meaning may be to you or me or anyone else, Fight Club is unquestionably a powerful narrative. It's more than Fincher just using his commercial directing skills to sell us fascism. It's more than just a tale of insecure masculinity. In Hollywood...
Where
isn't? What is...
Wait a second.
He's trying to sell fascism. What the fuck are you on about,
Remember
woman?
how she said Cats was a fascist whatever crap? Like, so if she can see fascism in Cats,
fascism.
she can see fascism in anything. As far as I know, anything she sees is fascist.
Everything is fascist except for me.
When everything is fascist, then nothing will be.
David Fincher is promoting fascism, guys. Just in case you didn't catch the memo.
Yay! You can always say that TLJ is promoting fascism and see an interesting.
Yeah, it is. No, it is because the First Order are quite clearly fascist and they win at the end.
And they are very successful as well. Like they had their entire planet blown up, and they still have the resources to hunt down people.
Yeah.
What was the name of that? The German Miracle, where they brought back Germany after the First World War, or whatever?
Yeah, that was. But like they achieved that by banning porn, so we can maybe connect that to Maggie Mae Fish.
Yeah.
But okay, along with like removing that you can't have a loan with interest rates, such like that was the other thing. But banning porn was the number one thing.
Oh boy.
Hollywood, sometimes you hear the saying, "We're not in the entertainment business, we're in the empathy business." The optimistic reading of that statement is, we're looking to find the emotionally honest core to our story, that we work hard to strip away artifice and deliver a meaningful product. The cynical commercial reading of that statement is that we're simply taking a generic product, then wrapping it in packaging that signals to the audience that they're supposed to feel empathy. And I'll give you one guess whether or not Fincher is cynical about commercials, as one of the most successful commercial directors of all time.
I'm extremely cynical about commercials and about selling things and about the narcissistic ideals of what we're supposed to be. I guess in my heart, I was hoping people are too smart to fall for that stuff.
Okay, so this is like every marketer knows that what they're saying is bullshit, but they're still a marketer. Like it's their job.
Yes.
Yep.
Like, we get it. You're selling stuff. You're selling an idea of a thing. That's fine. So
Yeah.
that's why you buy the Macallan Gold as opposed to the $40 bottle of Crown Royal. You know, it's just you want the Levi's jeans, right? You want that brand name.
You want to be in Levi's jeans.
Tyler's point of view is in framing this story. There are very few moments where his narrative slips. Very few times where it feels like Fincher is commenting on Tyler, instead of Fincher simply having fun as the one controlling the story through Tyler. Here's one example. In the first act, we see a woman with a shaved head in the background. She's there again when Chloe speaks, and these 2 seconds are the only time we really get a good look at her in focus. We may assume Chloe has a shaved head, but she keeps hers covered. In a movie where the vast majority of shots are distorted, highly motivated, emotionally jarring, this shot is quiet, a matter of fact. Almost an hour and a half later, we see members of Project Mayhem shave their heads.
Oh my god.
Right.
Just wait. I told you it was gonna get bad.
But this is getting...
So now he's the Avatar?
At best, this is foreshadowing, but I don't know what the hell she's talking about. We see a person with a shaved head in a therapy group where someone who has chemo is talking about dying. That's really...
Oh my god, the skinhead far-right activist.
Yeah, because I'm sure that person with chemo really wanted to lose their hair.
No, it's about to get even worse.
Great.
The reading's even worse.
How
than
could
you
it
think
get worse than talking? Okay, fascism, chemo. Oh my god, I don't know.
By the end, Tyler has a shaved head. One woman's actually...
It's a hallucination. You know that, right, Maggie? It's not real. You can make Tyler look like anything. Brad Pitt is still Brad Pitt.
Dancing mongoose on his fucking head for all I care. It doesn't exist.
Oh boy.
Experience answer is these white guys' idea of a fun haircut. Inappropriate.
What?
Are you fucking joking me? Holy shit. So are you saying that any person who goes, you know something, I don't look good with hair, I'm gonna shave my head, is doing it because he thinks straight away, God, I want to look like those chemotherapy patients.
It's gonna be fun.
Mm-hmm. Told you. Stupid
fucking woman.
You know why I or others shave our head? It's easy. We could do it ourselves. Doesn't cost much, especially after 2020. And we have to do it because we're also
Heck, I'm really contemplating shaving all my hair off because it's getting way too long. And there's no hairdresser, so I'm really contemplating doing it. I'm not doing it because, I saw a cancer patient and thought, I would look cool with that.
Does she think that the narrator was inspired by the bald lady at the back to go? Maybe I should do that.
Wow, that looks like a cool hairstyle.
I've never thought of that before.
Who's your hairdresser? It's cancer. Oh, where does cancer work? Just fucking take.
So cancer is now a culture. So now do we have to worry about cancer appropriation or something?
Cancer is political.
Yeah. Oh.
I want to look like all the cool kids in the cancer ward.
Well, honestly, with all the chemicals that Project Mayhem participants were dealing with, it's probably some of them will get cancer. But
probably, but also it's so that they all look alike. It's just so that we lose any sort of individuality with Project Mayhem. It's part of a cult. Oh, fuck it. No, cancer's a cult as well because they all want to look alike, supposedly. So
Isn't there like another movie in like the 90s that was like having Brad Pitt that like he leads like loonies to like commit
monkeys.
some crime? I think like 12 Monkeys had like
that
one must be connected.
But regardless, people shaving their head isn't anything to do with chemotherapy and cancer. Just no.
Doesn't it grows back?
Yeah.
Not for them.
Well, yeah. We move on because when she starts bringing up cancer, I just.
It's a fun haircut. Thanks, Maggie. Great insight. That's great. Thank you.
It's a fun haircut. I'm slowly dying. Please, could you get out of my hospital room?
It's like that stupid meme that like there's like the left side, like it just describes like what he has just gone through, and then the right side like, wow, what a great haircut.
Yeah. I'm slowly dying of cancer. I've only got 6 months left to live. Every minute I live is pain. Oh, what a cool haircut you've got!
Cancer is these white guys' idea of a fun haircut.
Fantabulous haircut. You must tell me your barber.
Dude, I'm gonna die tomorrow.
No, all it is like Maggie going, look at this cool haircut you've got, and all it is just the heart monitor going beep.
Sorry,
I give up. This is not worth it.
Director is going. Sorry, my bull crap detector's firing on all cylinders right now, Maggie.
Yeah.
Pardon me if I don't believe you. At all.
Yeah. Sorry, Maggie.
So let me just read this again. This is actually on the screen. Cancer is these white guys' idea of a fun haircut. Okay. Let's just keep going. That is so telling. Just to see that. I'm. Okay. Anyway, let's go.
This look, men attempt to appropriate a symbol of victimhood itself. He goes from appropriate.
Oh my god.
My god. Appropriate a symbol of victimhood.
Are you
shaving your head is a symbol of victimhood?
I'm assuming she means the cancer patients because they have to lose their hair, right? Is that the victim?
Yeah. Okay. Chemotherapy pretty much kills your hair.
Okay.
Your hair strands and everything.
All right.
So that's why they have no hair.
They are appropriating the victimhood of people in chemo. Are you out of your mind?
Wow, you know those Buddhist monks that shave their head? What a bunch of cunts. Fucking appropriating cancer victims.
All those people in the military who have to get buzz cuts. What a bunch of appropriations of cancer patients.
These are like the people who just like harass like there was like that game, the Nintendo game, Animal Crossing, and like you can have like a hairstyle. Then they went after the person and doxed them too.
Yeah, for having space buns. Yeah.
Yes.
It was a black hairstyle. No, anyone can have this hairstyle. No, only black people can have it. Why? Well, because we said so.
Nintendo's reply was the best. Like we don't care. Anyone can use whatever they want.
Yeah, we don't care.
So again, let's assume
this
is what they're doing. Let's assume this is what these guys are doing. They're appropriating the symbol of victimhood itself. Why is that bad, Maggie?
When they think that they are victims of a world that is again.
She doesn't tell us why it's bad. She just says they're doing it. You're like, okay, if that's the case, why is that bad?
Wow,
they are victims of capitalism.
That cancer patient is wearing clothes, and these men are wearing clothes as well. It's like, they're only getting victimhood. That's pretty much how stupid that, yeah.
Like, I don't know if she's making these weird connections because she can and she doesn't know what she's talking about, or she's trying to say this is bad and without explaining why it's bad. I'm just like, Maggie, what's your point?
I think she just knows that she can just say anything and people go, yeah, you're right, Maggie. Yeah,
you know, it has that flavor of what Sarkeesian might talk about. Like, she'll talk about, oh, this is where they put the dead bodies into the boxes. That's you're putting the victimhood of females in a box and not putting it on display. The game and Hitman is not about the hitman. It's really about the hookers you kill along the way or whatever bullshit. Whatever mentality she's got in her head, which sounds crazy.
Hookers along the way. That's not the game of Hitman anyway.
Whatever logic she's got in her head, like you're listening to that, you're going, "That's nuts. That's stupid."
I think it's because her target audience, both Sarkeesian and Maggie Mae Fish, are fucking idiots. And obviously now that with the internet and everything, the idiots are able to actually, interact with each other. So people like us who can ask a question like why aren't her target audience. She wants the brain dead morons who will fucking just swallow anything.
Including her cum.
Moving on right now.
Where did that come from?
Being innocent to appropriating the haircut of a woman with cancer. As if to say, look, my haircut shows that society is killing me. Society is committing a genocide against me. One might call it a white genocide.
Oh my God.
Not committing cancer doesn't cause a genocide. What the fuck are you on about?
Is this Maggie's worst video?
This is her worst.
We've had more.
Yeah, this is just.
She is going hard. She's trying to tell me the guys in this story, whatever, are appropriating the hairstyle of a cancer patient to the point that they are having white genocide being committed to them because they have some dispossessed feeling about being alive. I don't.
Because they are shaving their heads, or because they're shaving their heads.
Yeah, I have nothing. I just. No.
Every time she opens her mouth, I'm just lost. How did we get here?
Yeah, it's just fucking ridiculous. This is. I can't believe she's brought cancer into Fight Club.
It's like her brain's a kaleidoscope, and she's just going, "Oh, I saw a butterfly. It must be purple because I like oranges." You're like, "What?" Purple and orange are two things. Yeah. Totally different things, but they are colors.
Yeah, and you really are just like, yeah, fucking 911, fucking get me the fuck out of here.
Oh boy, let's just take a deep breath.
Can I take a breath out, or am I taking cancer patients' breathing and using it as victim?
Patching it through.
Okay, all right, let's keep going. Joe Crazy. How dare people who go through brain surgery appropriate the hairstyles of cancer patients? That's good too. I like that. You're asked to shave your head whenever you get brain surgery, so that's good.
Yeah.
Jeez. The brain surgeons, the people who need brain surgery are appropriating the hairstyle of the cancer patients. Oh my God.
Jesus, the fucking hole we can dig with this, it's just never ending.
I like the chat. God. The only thing Maggie has proven is that Sean Connery was right about slapping women. That's great. I love that interview. He's like, no, just give him a little slap. I just, put them in their place.
Oh God, he was as well.
Sean Connery will always be remembered for that interview.
I'm just thinking of Sean Connery rising from the grave just to slap Maggie Mae Fish now. You stupid girl.
Silence.
All right.
Silence.
Let's keep going.
Side. Their actions escalate from pranks towards straight up terrorism. They escalate from a simple appropriation of victimhood to the colonization of victimhood.
Colonization? What?
How
the colonization of victimhood?
My bingo card's going nuts. What is this? Just come on. The colonization of victimhood. What the hell is she talking about?
Victim. The colonization of victimhood.
Colonization. I do not think that
The
word means
colonization. Yes, the colonization of victimhood. Where is victimhood, and where can I colonize it?
Can you appropriate colonize the victimhood?
Message coming in.
Yeah.
Problematic is actually a very good point. And you know, it's kind of impressive considering the fact that Smud, his guests in this chat, are used to Maggie, and she still comes back over the top of the crazy.
Yeah. We've done like 3 videos. I know I've done 3 videos of it, and I'm still just like, this is the fourth. I'm like, what the fuck?
At least 6, I think.
Well, me personally.
Well, Dunn watches this thing on the daily basis, so like he's like,
even he's caught off guard by half the shit she says.
Yeah.
As by your guys' I'm just reacting along with you guys because this is I just realized, wow, now that I'm thinking critically, this video is terrible.
Yeah, because I've done the RoboCop, I did Kirk Cameron, I've done this one, and I did Watch Yours and Spud one with Cats. And yeah, every single thing that she says just escalated to more and more insanity, and I'm struggling to keep up. I'm struggling to keep up with it, to be honest with you.
I honestly can't remember the other things that she mentioned already, because like every single time she opens her mouth, like there's something that replaces it.
I can. Someone told me what did she say at the start of this segment? I'd be like, I don't know. She mentioned an orgasm, I think, but then there was a green door, and that just like blew me away. Yeah.
That's gotta stick.
There's so much crap.
She reached forward into the future.
No, guys.
Reached forward into the future and knew that Smug was going to talk about the Le Petit More.
Oh yeah, yeah. Smud called it.
Every single sentence has been nuts, just varying degrees of crazy, and you can't remember.
Well, let's put it this way. We had about 15 minutes to go left of this video, right? When we started. We started at 10 o'clock my time.
Yeah.
It's now 12:15. We've been at it for 2 hours and 15 minutes, and we're just about getting to the end. And it's like, wow, this is meant to be the shortest part. But literally every sentence, that's what I said, has just been mind-blowingly fucking stupid.
Okay, all right. Joe Crazy, thanks. How dare newborns appropriate that hairstyle?
You gotta chastise your children.
Yeah.
You gotta chastise your newborns.
I'll say one thing. My lad had a full head of hair when he was born.
Oh yeah.
So obviously he just didn't give a shit about cancer patients. So, that's my boy.
That probably Adam Sandler's worst movie. That's my boy.
Oh no! No! Out!
The movie
done. Sit in the corner. Sit in. Yeah, I know. Sit in the corner for 5 minutes. Think about what you just said.
All right.
No, I refuse.
Let's keep going.
Let's keep going.
Let's finish this and go home.
Mm-hmm.
Base even resembles a work camp or concentration camp.
Oh,
or a gulag
plantation.
We went from colonization to concentration camp within 7 or 8
3
words.
seconds. Yeah.
We went from 0 to 900 in 3.5.
All right, just to her credit, like the first concentration camp was by the British Empire in the African colony for the
Boers.
For the Dutch people.
Yeah, the Boers.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're called Boers. Boers.
Oh, okay. So they are a different race.
In 1930, yeah. They're Afrikaans. They speak Dutch, but
Johannesburg people.
Here is Tyler Preston. Hey, look, a jackass from SNL is being called an anti-Semite on Twitter while also doing a skit calling Gina Carano an anti-Semite. Palpatine ironic.
Yeah.
What happened?
Yeah. No, I was drinking and I started laughing because I remembered I saw it on Twitter earlier. I saw the sketch and everyone put, "Wow, I hope this doesn't come to bite this person on the ass." And literally like 15 minutes later, Twitter's just exploded. It's all projection. All this left-wing woke ideology is just they're projecting all their horrible thoughts and ideas onto their political opponents. Because they know because they think, well, we do this, so obviously our opponents must do it as well. So that's all it is. That's why you got to laugh at these people. They're all insane.
I did watch the
social media has allowed them to talk.
Yeah, I did watch the interview with what's his name, Ben Shapiro and Gina Carano. I watched. It was about an hour long. It wasn't a big deal, and she was being abused apparently. At work.
It was.
Like, holy jeez.
Oh yeah. It's not very good what they're doing to her.
It's horrible.
No, but the leftists, and I call them leftists, and when I say leftists, I mean the far left. They're not very nice people. I have to explain this. One of my friends for years, he started going further and further to the left. We ended up ending our friendship because he threatened to firebomb my grandparents' house because they voted leave in the referendum that we had.
Yeah.
And he found out that they voted leave 3 years later because I told him, and he literally went crazy and was threatening them on Facebook, even though they don't have Facebook because they're old. And crazy, and he used to park his car outside my grandparents' house and just like stare at him for an hour. It was like fucking insane. But if you ever tried to talk to him, he'd be like, "Oh, we got to care for each other. We got to do this, got to do that." But no, he's a nut job. What a nut job.
Oh, this is Maggie Mae Fish, right?
These are the same people like Maggie Mae Fish.
Oh,
they come at you with flowers, but then they'll fucking stab you in the
parents,
face. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's
keep going with this because we're on concentration camps and.
Okay.
Oh, the Jews. Also, talk about concentration camps. They used to shave the Jews' heads. At concentration camps. So the Jews were appropriating cancer patients' victimhoods. God, what a bunch of self-serving jackasses they were. Get your own victimhood, Jews. God, stop nicking other people's.
Back before we had chemotherapy.
Yeah.
All right.
As if to remind Tyler's followers that they deserve to identify as oppressed. There's no...
What? They're not. They don't see themselves as oppressed. Quite the opposite. They're joining a fight club so they can free themselves of their crazy obsession with
oppression,
materialism, and what have you. I don't know where she's going with this. So I'm. Oh, jeez.
Frontier left to conquer. There's no more new world to pillage. So now we...
What? She's talking about the colonization of the New World?
Yeah.
Apparently.
Because fuck it, I don't know.
Because they're... Okay. She used the term, what was it, to the colonization of victimhood or whatever?
Victimhood.
Yeah,
we all know Native Americans were just victims of being victims.
That's an analogy. It's not a literal use of the term. They're not plundering the hearts and minds of America. Does she know what words? Does she understand?
No.
English?
I'm going to answer. No. No. Whatever question you ask, does Maggie Mae Fish anything? No. Just no. Short, sweet, to the point.
I know that certain words sound like other words, and they, you can do all these wonderful associations, but it's not logical. It doesn't make any sense. It's just
Smud. Colonization of victimhood. How do you do that?
I don't know.
How do you colonize victimhood? Seriously, in what? Where? Like I said, where is victimhood, and where can I get to it to colonize it? Victimhood's not a place.
I can see like a crazy person writing a poem and like thinking this way, but not like in an essay.
And I jumped on the gumdrop boat and we all sailed up to Victimhood Island where we all lived happily ever after. Like, okay, Maggie, cheers, thanks for that. Until the white man came and colonized.
And stole our hairdos.
The heritage. Yeah, stole all our bald-headed dues.
Under hard signs. This colonization of victimhood allows Tyler and his men to justify pretty much anything because now they can collect.
Wait a second. Because they're skinheads, therefore everything's. Wait.
Can I just say this colonization of victimhood allows them to get away with anything? Wow, that sounds suspiciously similar, doesn't it?
Can you imagine him opening up like Fight Club barbers and he just shaves everyone's head and they all feel like cathartic? They're all like free to do whatever they want and everything's great.
Yeah.
Because they shave.
Wow, I feel like I've really colonized victimhood. Take that, cancer patients.
I'm gonna go blow up a store. Like, why not? Let's do it. Like, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna blow up a Starbucks. Yeah, sure. Go on then. Whatever.
Oh boy.
But yeah, this whole thing is just sounding so much like exactly what the left wing do today. This entire argument of hers literally sounds like so much projection.
I'm wearing black, therefore I can commit violence and no one will know who I am. It's like, okay.
Yeah. I have victimhood, so whatever I do is right. What's your victimhood? Well, it's insert thing that isn't actually victimhood. Right, okay. Unbelievable.
They have been wrong by simply pointing to this visual marker, the shaved head. Tyler is hell-bent on teaching young men that they have been disenfranchised, that their feelings are cancer, that love is death.
No.
Also,
can
again,
you give us an example, Maggie?
Also, again, everything you say is literally word for word what the left are doing right now, the people that you agree with. So the opposite of what you think is a fascist, by the way. I'm going to keep saying this. This is such pure projection. This is future projection. She's literally projecting so hard in this video, it predicted the future.
Or it's in the future.
Yeah, she came back in time to be this Grace.
She did change the title, so.
Oh, she did change the title, yeah.
Yeah, it stopped being about Fincher about 20 minutes ago or so.
It stopped being about Fight Club about 56 minutes ago.
Yeah.
And then also your death in service of Tyler is freedom. And that's just sad more than anything else. Sad that we live in an age of technological miracles, yet despite that, a lot of the people who benefit most directly from society's advantages would rather spend their time tearing others down, pushing people out, stripping freedom from them, and dehumanizing them. Sad that the
Oh no! Give me a break! Holy jeez!
Just fucking, oh my god, this is so... And she literally said all that, and it was literally like, unlike us good people who only, tear people who deserve it down and harass them.
This is
It would
amazing.
have Trump in it.
I still don't have a bingo. I have so many squares filled in. It's like one away on so many levels.
There's still 2 or 4 minutes left.
Trump lied to me to get on Forbes 400 list. Yeah, I'm sure. What a fucking Chad. So he can just lie to a reporter and get on the Forbes 400 list, and other people are like, yeah, sure, go on there. What a pair of balls on that man. God bless him. Best president ever.
I don't even like American presidents, but I'm so happy they got Trump for like 4 years just to have him in there.
Oh, it's just because nothing will ever top Trump. Nothing. It's just fucking hilarious. How many people lost their fucking mind, and he's still in their head rent free even now.
It kind of is.
I'll tell you something. 50 years after he's dead, he'll still be in their head rent-free. They'll never be able to escape from him.
Oh, he's going to come back in 2000.
Kind of like a new Nixon, pretty much.
Yeah, no, 2024. There's no question he's going to run again. There's like,
he's going to run again. In fact, I'm expecting him to do a Richard Nixon in Futurama, come back as just a head on a rope.
Yes.
I think after 4 years of Biden being a complete body of a man, just okay, we need an actual person in this chair to do stuff.
we need a living body, someone who's actually got blood pumping around his body. Just
is this the plot of the Rise of Skywalker?
You got to give all the people who pull on the strings on Biden's body like a 4-year break. Just their arms are getting tired.
I think Biden will be too old to run again anyway, so it's just you can't do it.
They're gonna try it. They're gonna try.
Oh no, I honestly don't even think Biden's going to be fulfill his whole term. I'm sure he'll just pop his clogs at some point.
Oh.
Well, he's really good at Mario Kart, so.
What a great president!
I love the fact that the stories of Biden from CNN are like literally like he's good at Mario Kart. Anyway, Trump's playing golf right now. Let's send all our thoughts.
Apparently, Trump bought he bought an island or something in the past few weeks or so. I'm like, like wow.
What was it? Trump played a bad shot in golf and went, God damn it, I hate this course. And CNN ran a news story for a whole day about how, the pressure's getting to Trump now that he's out of office. It's like, no, he just got angry about missing a hole. Also, how's that USA-China deal going? Oh, CNN, no fucking coverage.
Oh, yeah.
How's Biden doing? How Biden's doing? No coverage. Oh, that's shocking, because in fact the president was for 4 years.
That town hall was just a nightmare. I watched a few minutes of that. I'm like, wow.
Yeah. There was no vaccine before I became president. Bro, you had a vaccine before you became president.
You had 3.
There's literal evidence. You were filmed doing it. No, I wasn't. Yes, you were. No, I wasn't. Is that not how it works? You don't just say no. No, you.
Okay, Dollface. Hey, Dollface. Thanks for the 5. If the cast of Fight Club were all blacks, she would be okay with it because, in her view, they were actually oppressed, and their victimhood is real. Yeah, they were just partially appropriating the hairstyle from. There's a couple
of black guys actually in Project Mayhem. So who are they?
Man, so she just misraced a bunch of black people. Oh, for shame.
Well, yeah. Hawk, you see, like those black people voted Trump, so they lost their blackness. Like Biden said so.
Yeah.
Joe Crazy.
Don't vote for me. You ain't black.
Here's a man who knows his Mario Kart. I hate Rainbow Road in Mario Kart. Biden. Anyone who's played with their niece and nephew or has played Mario Kart, Rainbow Road is a nightmare.
Message coming in.
Yep.
Yeah.
Patching it through.
Especially the Wii version. Jeez, I have PTSD from it.
Oh boy.
I colonized victimhood after that.
Colonized victimhood. What a goddamn stupid thing to say.
Can I just say, what's stupider? The ethical implications of camera work or colonizing victimhood? Because those two are pretty good.
I think
what is the stupidest thing she said?
But I'm just so sick of these videos that they randomly put Trump in it. I think I was a month ago. I was watching a drawing tutorial, and all of a sudden the guy starts ranting about Trump like he's the worst president. I was like, what the fuck? I'm watching a video on perspective drawing, and this guy is just like, who's the worst president? He's the dumbest guy ever. And the best part is that he's Australian. I think he's Shad's brother.
Why do you care?
Oh, Shad's brother started. Wow. Okay.
Jezza.
Why do you care? You are not American. How does this affect?
Yes.
Can I just ask something, Smud? When you know this video this Fight Club video? When did she make this video?
Let me check.
2018.
Yeah, November.
2000. November 2018. Oh, so it was halfway through. Because I had it in my head that she did this in 2016 for some reason. And I was just thinking, wow, a year into him being president, she was already mad. This mad that she just put random clips in. I
like how if I were to do a video on this, it doesn't really matter what context I provide. It's like for sentences, it wouldn't change anything.
Mm-hmm.
Like it would mean exactly the same thing she's saying. There's no need for like a proper setup. It's just here's a scene and she says these words and that's enough.
Yeah.
It's complete crazy. Okay.
Cool.
We're good. Let's keep going. 4 minutes. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Leader of the Free World actually did come up with an alternate personality named John Barron so that he could tell everyone how great he was in third person.
Over the years, I've used alias. If you're trying to buy land, you use different names.
What
and you
names
have an
would you
alias.
use?
I actually used the name Barron.
And he did manage to fool reporters.
Yeah.
But also never shuts up about what a victim he is.
Wait. What's wrong with using an alias?
Yeah,
Writers do it all the time. Famous people go to hotels and check themselves in with fake names all the time. What's wrong with that?
Yeah. Also, I just like to remind people, my name is not actually Sarcastic Hawk.
Oh my God!
It's not? What?
I do not hold the rank of Lord Captain Commander.
Yeah. My actual true name is Hawk Sarcastic. I just swapped it around so people wouldn't know who I was.
Well, yeah. To be honest, like I'm actually not called Mark. I'm actually Mark. Well,
Ooh.
yeah, it's a pretty sneaky.
Oh, hi, Mark. Your sex life.
So
using alias, yeah, but people are allowed to use aliases.
Yeah, it's not a big deal. I mean, he said some other crazy shit, but he changed his name.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thanks, Maggie. What a scandal.
Call the FBI and the CIA.
Holy shit, Maggie.
He's called himself something different.
Of all the things to talk about Trump, I used a fake name once. Oh my God.
How dare he, Maggie Mae Fish. Is that actually her real name, Maggie Mae Fish?
Oh God. Here's a great question.
Is her name.
Message coming in.
Because if it's not her real name, that's an alias. So,
Ooh.
hello, FBI. We've got a fucking psycho here with an alias.
Yeah, he's a hypocrite. We should have like 2 of those on the bingo card.
Is it a hypocrite and then just like Maggie Mae Fish a pit?
Is Maggie Mae Fish? There you go. Here's the video of Maggie Mae Fish video. It's like, oh, there we go. Okay. Joe Crazy, thank you. Remember to get the shading right on the drawing. Also, I effing hate Trump. Aussie drawing tutorial guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much that.
Oh, I will say one funny thing. The only time I've ever laughed about Trump being in the news in Britain was for 4 years. All the left-wing idiots kept saying that we'd sell the NHS to Trump, like sell it personally to him. Yeah, I'm going to sell the NHS to Trump. Going to sell the NHS to Trump, and it's going to happen. And
how much money NHS has?
Well, for 1 year's funding, it costs. We're talking multiple billions of pounds. Just for funding, and that's not. I don't think that even includes a lot of the wages. But anyway, regardless. So obviously they were going crazy, and Trump this, Trump that. Trump's going to destroy everything. So anyway, when he lost the election, everyone kept saying, "Oh, only so many days for the NHS to be sold to Trump and all this." And literally on the day of the when Biden got sworn in, people were like, "Only 15 minutes to sell the NHS to Trump," and like kept name dropping all these like prominent leftists and like news organizations that wouldn't shut up for 4 years. And they're like, "Can we stop talking about Trump? Can we stop talking about Trump? Trump's not interesting. Can we stop talking about Trump?" And it's like, yeah, it's not fun on the other foot, is it? But Trump's not even that interesting. I don't get it. He's just. He's not the worst thing to ever happen in the world.
To sound like a crazy person a little bit.
Yeah, no, but at the end of the day, he's not, like, when you look at everything that happened, it was literally just leftists going insane and then saying Trump's fault, and you're like, okay. And then they went, well, I can't prove it's Trump's fault, and it probably isn't Trump's fault, but it's Trump. Ah! And you're like, okay. What's this got to do with anything?
It's almost like Maggie is like fetishizing about Trump.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh
Well,
wow! So I guess she wants him to grab her in a very specific part of her anatomy.
She wants the orange man to clap those cheeks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
There isn't enough orange in California.
The best clapping of Maggie's cheeks.
Oh boy. Anyway, 4 minutes. Let's do it.
How everyone is to him.
But to say that, what you said is so insulting to me. It's a very terrible thing that you said.
And how actually you are the
What
racist.
did he say?
That's such a racist question.
But as I
I want some context.
It probably was a racist question because these people are racist. Anyway, let's just continue. Let's stop talking about Trump. Let's just get past
please.
this Trump part because it's nothing to do with fucking Fight Club.
I've been read this video, the universe supplied an even more apt comparison. Gavin McInnes, founder of the violent...
What the
What?
Who is
Why?
this? What is this?
He's a comedian. He used to be. He was the founder of what is it called, the Proud Boys, but then he distanced himself. So, oh god. So anyway, I just
he was one of the founders. But he used to do a podcast when he got like cut off of YouTube. But he's now back on, I think, doing some stuff. To be honest with you, he's not that important in the whole.
Yeah, he was working for a company called Rebel Media here in Toronto, but then he did his own thing.
That one, okay.
And then the whole Proud Boy thing happened. That was like a long time ago, though. But he lives. I think he lives in New York. I can't recall. Yeah, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
But
why she's bringing this shit up? I don't know. But let's just go.
Racist Boys, a group with obvious inspiration from Fight.
Okay, at the time when it was founded, it was full of different races. There were all kinds of people.
It's still full of different races. In fact, it's more diverse than Antifa is. Because Antifa doesn't like blacks or Hispanics or immigrants. They're all white university students.
Club.
Oh no, sorry. Let me rephrase that. They're all white university students who like touching kids.
Okay.
I have to make sure that I'm 100% accurate. Come on, you can't fire a gun into a crowd of people at an Antifa protest and get a 100% hit rate on paedophiles and child abusers. You can't. Yeah, it was done.
All right, let's keep going.
He's quitting the Boys. He's trying to distance himself from the group after 9 of his followers were arrested for assault shortly following an appearance by
brawls
McInnes
with
at the
Antifa.
Metropolitan
Brawls with
Republican Club
Antifa.
in New York City. After the appearance, McInnes reenacted the
because Antifa was
assassination of a
fighting
Japanese
people.
socialist as part of a comedy routine because he is not funny. The arrests came...
Actually, he's pretty clever. I'm not saying he's really funny, but he is a comedian. Like that's his job. So he's obviously
he's not hilarious.
He's funnier than you.
But then again, Maggie doesn't know what jokes are because she's a fucking soulless fucking hag. So,
after those chemo comments, no, absolutely not.
No, that
exactly. No,
that was weird.
No, that's not. It's not weird, Smud. It's fucking downright disgusting. So I don't know. I don't know what. Shut up, Maggie. Just shut the fuck up. Never speak ever again. Literally, I'll just never speak ever again. Sew your mouth shut and then jump off a cliff. Seriously, because nothing you ever say has ever amounted to a single worthwhile thing.
Gee, you dreadful lad.
I'm just seriously. Honestly, every video is just like word salad garbage shit, and she just gets worse and worse and worse and worse, and it just drives me nuts. And
maybe we'll take a break and watch her Lord of the Rings and homosexuality next time.
Done.
3 minutes left. Done. We're getting done.
How about I shove my size 12 shoe up your ass? Yeah, instead, just.
It's not as bad as her other stuff, and mostly because it's talking.
You said that about this video.
I did not say that about
we're
this
three.
video.
We're 3 days in now.
I did not say that about this video. I didn't say that this was one of her less bad videos.
This is perhaps one of her worst, if not the worst. It's so long.
But I think this is her worst video because the chemo thing that came later. But the fact is, it's just built up to absolute bollocks, and nothing she has said has meant anything. You could delete this video from the internet, and nothing of value would be lost. Honestly. Well, considering the fact you could delete Maggie Mae Fish from the internet,
I'm tempted to fill that into my bingo card, but she is saying really strange. Like, she's not wrong in some cases, but her interpretation is so off and crazy.
What has she been right about?
Well, no, it's entertaining.
I'd really like to know.
It's so crazy. It's like it makes you think. It's entertaining because of how bad it is. Like, you're watching The Room. Like, it's so dumb and stupidly put together, but it's entertaining to watch. Like, that's the kind of value I'm getting from Maggie Mae. It's
the shock of a snuff film is essentially what you're saying.
It's like, whoa, that's nuts, but holy crap, you just killed a chicken or whatever.
You cut off a lady's legs.
Yeah, okay, that would be too much, yeah.
Yeah, okay, done. Calm down. Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah.
That was an actual plot. That was an actual plot point in American Horror Story season 4, I think.
Oh, really? Okay.
Oh.
This lady was apparently a victim of like having her legs cut off for a snuff film.
Oh, cool.
Jeez. All right, keep going.
Only after the New York police were criticized for protecting the Proud Boys.
I was never the leader, only the founder.
I know that I founded this group, but I did not lead this group. As we watch Gavin...
Yeah, that's pretty much how every founding of any group...
Yeah.
Like...
So, how long did Karl Marx run the Communist Party in Russia for?
I mean, think of a founding of a company. Are you responsible for every single worker you're under? No. Of course not.
Yeah, but seriously, the biggest one, Karl Marx, is the founder of communism. How long did he run any Communist Party for? He didn't run any.
Like I think like after like 30 or 40 years, then Lenin decided to implement a version of communism as his own.
Yeah. So it's like I think so. Yeah. So that's one already big one. So yeah, being a founder doesn't mean you're the leader.
And look what he's saying. He disavows the group for what it's doing, and she's bashing him because for whatever reason, I don't know. Like, he's literally saying, "I don't like this. I want to distance myself."
Bear in mind of this. Yeah.
And Maggie's like, "This
was Antifa attacked the Proud Boys, and the Proud Boys beat the crap out of because since before then the Proud Boys didn't actually fight back. And then on this day they decided to fight back, and it turned into an absolute massacre. Because it turns out guys who know how to fight can easily beat up university students who live on a diet of soy lattes and vegan salads, whose arms break easily. Half the fucking Antifa lot knocked themselves unconscious. It was utterly embarrassing. If you watch the videos, it's utterly embarrassing. And so he separated himself because obviously the news had done it to say that, you know, oh, Proud Boys attack everybody. And Gavin, being Gavin, knew he needed to have a bit of a career with everything. It was like, oh, I can't just like defend them fully. So he just disavowed half-heartedly because, you know, it's what you had to do. So, yeah, but at the end of the day, what's this got to do with Fight Club? If Antifa had been part of the Fight Club, they might have done a bit better, to be honest. They might have been able to actually not all have their teeth smashed in to the point where their hospital bills and insurance couldn't cover it. Get good.
Anyway,
scrubs.
Let's keep throwing shade at Gavin McInnes here. Why not?
Yeah,
McInnes squirmed, trying to distance himself from the violent hate group he founded.
Oh yeah, he looks like he's really squirming.
The cowardly selfishness of a paternalistic leader who is finally afraid he'll be held accountable.
Okay, you know what? Fuck off, Maggie. You're a horrible person. Yeah. This is bullshit.
Yeah.
What did he do that caused a hate group of a bunch of guys defending themselves?
Yeah.
He
people getting their heads smashed in for 2.5 years by Maggie's peaceful Antifa lot.
The Proud Boys did nothing for so long.
So guys, so guys who knew how to fight said, "We're not taking this anymore." So we'll defend the people at these Trump rallies or just in day-to-day things who can't fight. We'll stand up for them.
Yeah, but,
so when
but
Antifa
because
came knocking, thinking it'd be an easy fight, it turned out it wasn't an easy fight.
Because,
so what did Antifa do? They ran to the police and cried like little girls.
Right, so because they don't have BLM or Antifa on their name, therefore they're the enemy of everything I believe in, and therefore this person is squirming. He's a founder of hate groups. It's like she is so gone. She doesn't even have any context for this scene.
Completely gone.
Yeah, this is pathetic.
No. Yeah, she's this is what I mean. She's nothing. Sew your mouth shut and jump off a cliff.
Like this would
you offer nothing. You are so gone.
5 minutes to resolve. It's like, listen, let's read the article together. This is what happened. Boom. They got into a fight.
Yeah.
This guy is the founder. I don't believe in fighting. I wasn't in control. I couldn't do anything about it, but I'm going to distance myself anyway. That's it. End of story.
Yeah.
He never said go out there and go beat some heads in.
Yeah, defend yourself. The only problem is the Proud Boys defended themselves too well, as in like it looked like they were beating people up.
Yeah, we can compare this.
That's how bad Antifa was.
We can compare this to Antifa,
fighting.
who actually have they used to have a manifesto, but now they have like Twitter handles that say they're doing all these horrible things and when to congregate. And
bash a fash.
Yeah. So which one is more violent?
What is a fascist? Anyone who doesn't agree with us.
Yeah, exactly.
And by agree, it means 100% agree. You can't 99%. If you 99% agree with them, or disagree on one small thing, you are fascist, so you can get your head kicked.
And this is what I hate about this video in particular, because this has nothing to do with the topic, like absolutely nothing. And she just brought it up. So if like you were giving a meeting about, I don't know, birth rates, and you started talking about, I really hate my car. It just keeps breaking down. It's like, dude, shut up. We don't care. We're here for a reason. Get on topic.
Yeah.
But now she's made it personal, attacking a comedian, an entertainer, who believes in having a bunch of men be men, and being peaceful and counter protesting, whatever you call that culture. I have no idea.
Defending those who cannot defend themselves.
Yeah. And she's attacking.
Made for.
And she thinks it's a hate group. And it's just so ignorant and off topic.
Turns out, people don't like see it. Yeah. People don't like seeing women and children being attacked by people in black uniforms.
Or having their property destroyed or stolen or whatever was going on last year.
Yeah, we don't like it. And the police were just standing by and letting it all happen.
Yeah.
So men and women said no more.
Anyway.
It boils my blood.
Yeah, this is just childish ignorance, and why she brought it up, I don't know. Anyway, let's keep going. Joe Crazy, Gavin didn't want to, but he had to due to legal reasons. The Proud Boys don't start the fight usually, but they sure as heck finish it. Yeah, I know. There was a bunch of stuff happened the past few months where it seems like they started some fights, but it wasn't too clear what was going on there. And there was some violence, but, by that time, that was like, a few months ago. This happened years ago with Gavin.
Yeah.
So, 2020, crazy year. I mean, what are you going to do?
2021's even crazier.
It's ramping up, yeah. Okay. Let's keep going. 2 more minutes.
Yeah.
His speech reads like a list of the rhetorical devices that we've been covering in this video. For the entire duration of this 36-minute video, even though he covers a variety of topics, McGinnis stands next to a photo of one of the Proud Boys and his wife, who happens to be a person of color. He appropriates what he sees as the external symbol of her oppression.
Fuck off. This is... I'm done.
No.
Fuck miles of off. Just get lost.
Fuck up. Seriously, shut the fuck up, Maggie. Shut the fuck up. This is, honestly...
This is insane.
Really, this is just.
She is attacking a man who married a woman who happens to be black, and I don't even want to finish this sentence. This is
actually, to be honest with you, I'm sure something happened to him. I think something happened to him, hence why his picture's there. I don't think it's just because he's got a black wife. I think something actually like he got really badly injured or something in an attack, or something. Hence why it's there. I can't remember. It's, as I say, it's 2 years. It's 3 years ago now. But Maggie, seriously, shut the fuck up.
I'm done. I'm officially angry. This is not.
There's nothing to do with Fight Club anymore. This is just
like 2 minutes left, but we diverted out.
I don't care. This is.
Can you just scroll along further just to see if this part finishes to see whether this is.
Is this better or worse than when Patty Taxon said having no standards is a good thing?
Well, that's a different story because Taxon is
that's different.
Is a mess, and
moron.
We can forgive many things because they are just confused, and that's fine. They can have their own subjective view in the world. I don't care. It's crazy, but that's a philosophical argument to be made. This is her attacking a man for being married, and then using that
to
against
a black
him.
woman,
and then using it against him because he's part of a whatever group that he made, which has nothing to do with the topic. She's wasting her time. Yeah. She's literally a hateful person right now. She's showing us she hates a person because he's married. Can you imagine how many they attack Trump and his kids?
The melanin percentage in his wife.
Yeah.
For being married.
Like the best. Yeah, they attacked Baron Trump for 4 whole years, but you can't say anything bad about Hunter because he's a child of a president. He's 47 fucking years old.
I remember when Trump was elected, and some people wished that can both Trump and his wife can die, so Baron can be the Batman story. What the fuck?
Oh,
yeah, people attacked a 16-year-old kid for 4 years. And was perfectly fine with it, but mentioned that Hunter Biden's a crack addicted fucking pedo. So, no, do you want to hurt his feelings? He's only a child. He's 47 fucking years old.
Anyway, I've heard enough of this. If you want to keep going ahead, we'll try. But
yeah, just skip ahead and see the segment.
Yeah, Okay, we move forward. Yeah, we can press play then. Yeah.
On a form was linear video in the form of tightly packaged TV programming or movies. Now we have Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube, which fragment viewpoints and meaning even more. The very technology that isolates us also advertises itself as the solution to that isolation. I've been trying to figure out how I come to a conclusion in a video where I've specifically pointed out the dangers of driving towards a predetermined conclusion.
What?
the dangers of coming towards a predetermined conclusion. Yes, like the ending of a story.
When she brought that
dangers.
When she brought that up, she was referring to Chuck writing a book or Fincher directing the story or the script. That you can't change things. It's we get it. It's a story. It's linear. Yeah, what's your point?
Yeah, it's a story. Yeah.
That was the whole point of what she was trying to say. It's okay, and Maggie, this is your video. You can do whatever you like.
Yeah, you can finish it. You have been doing whatever you like. You
that's for
insane
sure.
Fucking dick.
No one else can do what she does.
Yeah, but this is really weird to bring up now. As in,
I'm about to finish the video. I wonder what I'm going to say. It's thanks.
Thanks. Yeah, well, write it down in your script, record it, see what you think of it, and if you don't like it, change it.
The message of Fight Club is not predetermination or predeterminism or anything like that.
But Fight Club's ending is predetermined because that's how the writer wrote it.
It's any determined video, alright.
Yeah, the ending is always the way it's determined to be.
If you want a different ending, go watch the final release of Clue, where they have the 3 endings. You could enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a good movie.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Maggie goes "You underestimate my power."
I'm going to make another video. It'll never end.
Conclusion is
we
need to get better as a society at questioning narrative.
Oh my fucking, you're right. Maggie, you're right. We need to question narratives better, not by listening to you.
Yeah. We've got to question narratives. Yeah. Oh, by the way, you can't question my narrative. Why? Well, my narrative's right.
Because her narrative is filled with sex and fascists and camera
Fetish,
angles. And more sex. It's
chemotherapy and cancer and
colonization.
Colonization of victimhood. Yeah. What a sane narrative that is.
Well, I'm glad.
Boy, I want to go down that trip.
Yeah, we need to get better, guys, as a society, by questioning narratives, like you.
Yeah, like yours. Well, not my narratives, because my narratives are all correct and wonderful.
Yeah, was that before or after she blocked me on Twitter? I can't remember which one it was.
Yeah, I was. Oh. She says all this, and I can just imagine the guy she's talking going, "That's wonderful. Anyway, you have to take these 2 tablets at 2 p.m. The nurse will be in at 5 with your next dose, and lights off at 8 p.m. So enjoy your stay at Arkham."
Honestly, like, I think that Harley Quinn might actually be fairly fun if she were played by Maggie Mae Fish.
No. That would require me sitting for a film with Maggie Mae Fish in it, and I don't want to kill myself just yet.
All right, so now she's attacking the very nature of criticism. Like, okay.
Yeah.
Stop asking why and start asking who is benefiting from this story.
Oh my God!
Why does that matter?
Stop
no one cares
why?
about Trump.
Stop asking
How much
why?
is Donald really worth now? A lot more than you, Maggie. Just, okay.
One of those basic things in criticism is to ask, why did this happen the way it did?
Yeah.
Why are things happening? Why is things going on the way they are?
Why did you bring up cancer patients in your Fight Club video, Maggie? Why did you bring up Trump in your Fight Club video?
Again.
Why? Yeah, again. Why did you bring up fucking ethical implications of camera angles? Why did you... Why is a very good question to ask.
But instead, ask who is benefiting from the story of Fight Club. Modern cinema?
Like good movies.
People who like being entertained? Like, what do you think?
Yeah.
People who like good movies?
Yeah.
I don't know. Keith down the road said he liked it yesterday to me. But, you know, I had to get past his swastika flag first before I could knock on the door, so I don't know.
Oh, boy. This is getting weird. She's like, why are we criticizing things? We really should be asking who is benefiting from the story.
Who benefited from Fight Club? I don't know, the director, the actors, the camera crew, they got paid. They benefited from it.
All the people who liked watching it, the cinemas, the
company who made the DVD. Yeah, the company who made the DVDs. Yeah, they saw.
Marketing companies.
I'm sure Blockbuster. I'm sure Blockbuster, benefited from it at some point before they shut down. I'm talking about Trump. What does Trump be on the Forbes 400? Was this just the news story that happened to be on at the time?
Yes.
Fucking ridiculous.
I could make a video series about Maggie Mae Fish is insane and never stop. I'll just never stop.
Please
I'll just keep doing.
Do it. Do it. You should do it.
Yeah, just keep doing it. That'd be hilarious.
Yeah.
Like every sentence would be one episode, and I'd be like, "This is crazy because she said this crazy shit." It would last 2 minutes. I'd show my evidence. I'd say goodnight, and then it would be so easy. You just clip it and go, "This is what she said." As you can see, she's crazy.
I might actually do that now.
It wouldn't be very hard. You just clip the scene. And that's it.
You wouldn't even. All you'd have to do is like. Clip a scene of Maggie Mae Fish and just do a show of like your face just staring at the camera and the end. It's just
that would be absolutely hilarious.
That
would be hilarious.
Okay.
Don't need any evidence.
Let's keep going. Doll faced the lack of self-awareness about narratives. Yeah, I know. It's fantastic. Okay.
Bear in mind, we spent 3 hours on this now.
Yeah, we're almost done. Let's go. Let's go.
And the answer in Fight Club is only one person benefits. Tyler.
Really? Is that before or after he dies?
Yeah. Or is Edward Norton now Tyler again?
Who? Yeah, we don't know who Tyler is anymore. It's his 5th time she's mentioned a Tyler about.
But Edward Norton is the Hulk.
Oh.
Oh yeah, he was.
All right, let's keep going.
Thank you. It's the end of this very long video.
Yay.
And a very special thank you to all of my viewers who were incredibly patient.
I was about to say fuck all of you, but Darth Vader just threw me for a second. Super Kate, Vivian, Leon, Lynn, Venus, Aaron, aka Skeletor, Alex,
and thanks to all our wonderful friends,
Brandon T, Byron Callan, Cardboard Horror, Chelsea, Christopher, Chuck, Keddy. You're all cunts, and you deserve every misfortune that happens in your life for supporting this fucking insane bin.
So all these guys, there's H-Bomber guy, Robert Evans. I don't know these people. Jen.
Dan Olsen.
What a great name.
Well,
Jen. Oh, that's great.
Yeah, well done, Jen.
Jen. Yeah, everyone knows Jen.
It's a common name in the world, Jen.
Dan Olsen.
Robert Evans. Is that like Rich Evans retarded?
The one we don't want to talk about.
Who provided this for the video. You can check out their links down below. I'm sure you recognized a few of them already. And if you want to see more videos like this, or more lighthearted, funny videos about terrible B movies, then head over to patreon.com where you can support too. And of course, if you like this video...
Yeah, they're all porn, I bet, anyway, so who the fuck cares?
Yeah.
I don't think that much swear as much as in this video.
Yeah.
She compared Fight Club to a porno. You know how many people love Fight Club? And if anyone did that, they would hate this woman.
Yeah. But not just any porno. It's just a porno that just happened to be called Behind the Green Door.
They would beat the shit out of her on principle. I swear, they would actually go up to her. Did you make this video? Kablam! Beer stein across the face.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right, yeah.
They would do that. I know several guys who would probably do that.
Yeah, I know several women who would probably do that.
Probably.
Honestly, this woman is just... I really do hate this woman with every fibre of my being. I really do. She really is a horrible piece of... She's a horrible, insane piece of work.
We have to keep going that she's insane, because that's the only thing that makes sense. We can't rationalize this. We don't know if she was like treated poorly as a child or whatever. Like, we have no idea.
I don't care. I don't care if she was treated poorly as a child. There's no excuse for this level of fucking stupidity.
Insanity, bias, like we know she's left leaning like crazy, but she's projecting so hard with everything she does.
Yeah.
She looks like John Lennon on that Lord of the Rings thumbnail.
Oh yeah, Berserk 850. I recommend listening to heavy metal after every Maggie Mae Fish video to calm down. Yeah, I know, I have to. I literally do have to listen to heavy metal.
I was listening to that the whole time.
Metallica.
Yeah, no, seriously, I've got like a little playlist that I play after I watch a Maggie Mae Fish video just to calm me down.
Some meditation music.
Feel like and subscribe, and if you already subscribe, hit that little button so you get a
Maggie Mae Fish
notification.
doesn't exist anymore.
Until then,
let
bye.
go. Let go.
I want to tell you.
Okay, that's
quite possibly. I think that was for me.
Yeah. Yes, that was the worst. That was the worst video that she's ever made.
I think everything is bad because it was so long. It was just so much at once, and it kept getting bad, like just strange, stupid bad, and then it just kept getting dumb bad, then weird bad, and then just Trump, and oh my god.
I mean, once she
went into like actually intelligence insulting.
Yeah.
There's so many reasons to dislike Maggie. I can't. count them all.
I
Anyway, here's my bingo.
We die halfway through the fucking.
I didn't get a bingo. Amazingly, it was so close. I probably missed a few things, and some of the subjective, like, has a creepy voice. I'm not creeped out by her voice. It's what she says that freaks me out. So Orange Man bad, that was a surprise. Toxic masculinity, like no shit. Rambles off topic is a whole category in the Olympics for Maggie Mae Fish. Everything is political. That's a given. Nazism and fascism. My God, that was her favorite word of the day.
Yep.
Now this one I'm a bit questioned about because she mentioned last TLJ, but I'm like, I shouldn't really say she liked it. She just referenced it. So I can't.
Yeah, but she referenced it positively. So yeah.
Capitalism bad for sure. Makes bold claim without evidence. Yes. Attacks a straw man. Everything is attacking a straw man. Feminist drivel for sure. Throws shade at Galvin. So I don't know why she did that, but she did. Says nothing of value I didn't circle because, again, I think there is value to her work. It's just you're looking at a crazy person. So it's like, oh, yeah, it's a good study if you're ever studying psychology or what is a good example of the left that has gone too far. That's Maggie Mae. The dreaded T word. Yep, that was in there.
Yep.
Poorly researched topic. I think she researched the topic very well. I just don't know which one she researched.
I think she researched Behind the Green Door incredibly well. I do, yeah. I think she spent a lot of hours on that one.
Take scene out of context is a huge one, massive. As we heard through the whole video.
Yeah.
She mentioned colonialism, but she didn't say it was bad. She just said it was
colonialism or victimhood, which is bad. Yeah, come on, you've got to take that one.
It wasn't exactly what I think of colonialism was. She just misappropriated it.
No, she just used the word for some reason. I don't.
It's strange.
I will say one thing. I'm just looking at this. Joshua Gonzalez, you survived the Mae Fish. Anything else is easy right now. No, that's not the case because we have to go through another Maggie Mae Fish video at some point.
There's also cinematic venom, which might be worse.
Don't remind me of that cunt.
No.
Yeah, I got.
RSG, I missed the part of the video. She went off on the cancer lady. That's Black Comedy. Yeah, she brought the cancer lady quite a lot. Rewatch, it'll blow your fucking mind what she said.
She made many references to the white group of skinheads, so those are bad because they stole a haircut or some bullshit.
Genocide. Also, white genocide was mentioned.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
Stole a haircut from a cancer.
Yeah. And she was talking about non-binary bullshit.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
That woman has no hair because she's non-binary.
She's the closest
that woman has no hair because she's got cancer.
to non-gender whatever. It's like, what the fuck? So that was another month of Maggie Mae, guys. I always wanted to do the Fight Club one. I love Fight Club. It's a great book. It's a great film.
Yeah.
Everyone should go watch it.
Yeah,
it's very cool. There's something for everyone.
If you've never seen Fight Club and your only interaction of Fight Club is this video, when you watch Fight Club, you'll be going like, "This is a completely different movie. What the hell? This is nothing like what she said." It's like, "Yep, completely different."
Yeah.
I watched it specifically to prepare for this video. Though I had seen this video previous to watching Fight Club.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't remember most of the video.
There have been books, obviously talking about Fight Club, but people have been talking about Fight Club ever since it came out. There's been lots of masculine blogs and all these other, I don't know what they're called, but blogs with men is the focus, talking about the lessons learned and to interpret what it means, and all kinds of other crazy people that do stuff like that. But there's some really good medicine out there talking about what it means to fix your life, to understand why you're working, what you're doing, what you actually want, how to be a better person, how to be a better man, better father, whatever. There's all these wonderful lessons that are influenced by Fight Club. It's not just some weird power fantasy. So for Tyler, whoever Tyler is. So, Maggie, I wish I could sit you down and talk to you for a good day or two, just to figure out where you're coming from, because I really don't think she's this balmy female feminist, left-leaning, whatever. I'm sure she believes in that stuff, but to interpret it this way without an editor, because I could say many biased things if I don't have someone to argue against me. Yeah, I'll sound crazy. And
I mean, yeah, you say that Maggie looks attractive, and I just think you're completely wrong.
There you go.
So
let's just say I've seen worse. All right, I've seen a lot worse.
You also, I've seen worse, but I've also seen a lot better.
Oh, I'm not saying there's less attractive women. Certainly there are, but I'm just saying compared to other women online or in person, I've seen worse. Mm-hmm. Anyway. Okay.
I will say one thing. Like Smudge, you said you'd sit her down and like talk to her. I just sit her down and just strap her into that electric chair.
Oh,
yeah, that'll be about it.
That is a form of therapy in certain parts of America, but
nations.
Certain nations, it's not therapy; it's something else. Oh boy. Anyway, thanks guys for tuning in. I'm not going to leave. Dragging this on. It's been 3 hours, and we got stuff to do. So good night. Go to bed. Have a drink. Whatever you do to feel better.
Rethink your life.
Rethink your life. That's part of it. Yeah.
Join a fight club.
Something positive.
It might be good for you. I don't know, but
yeah.
Have a great night, folks.